All right, welcome back, everyone. This is Anime Degens episode 162. Today, I am joined by Jack and Jamaal from the 950 Club podcast. Once again, I got them coming over here to take Dan and Nam's place because Dan is in Mario Land this week. He's out there getting mushrooms and stuff. I don't know what they do in Mario. Probably beers. I'm not sure.
Probably
Um,
shrooms.
yeah, either shrooms or beers. It doesn't matter. And
I
Nam's
hope it's not
probably.
the. I hope it's not the champignon witch shrooms.
Sure.
Probably not because he's not watching that shit. So.
Oh, no.
Dan would never. If I ever caught Dan watching something like that, I would think he's sick. So not gonna lie. But yeah, I'm glad I was able to get both y'all over here. Because today we're gonna talk about something very important. We're gonna, leave behind the winter season that's been stacked as hell. Because we obviously got to talk about that in a little while, a couple weeks or whatever. But now we're gonna start looking ahead to the spring season, which looks to be pretty tough too. So, we're not gonna get a break yet. We're gonna have to look to the later seasons of the year in order to get a break, maybe. But it's gonna be 2 stacked seasons in a row, I feel like. So, what do y'all have any like overall thoughts on the next season? Since y'all been looking at it too.
Like since we started the podcast, we've done like select previews, not a lot. But one thing I've noticed that I can't help but like have that demeanor with preview shows. You have to trust your gut, and it's like you damn you do, damn you don't. But also there's like years and years of doing this. It's more like not putting all these shows into a blender. It's more like putting shows in where you feel comfortable at. Like I did thresholds. I did the deep dive. Like okay, deep dive is at least 6 episodes. I categorized another one with expected to be mid. I expected to be less than not bad, not trash, middle. The middle.
You got some ranking going on. I like it. Okay.
At least grouping
I like
wise.
that.
And then
Okay.
finally, the lost in translation, the ones that a little eligible. A lot of S guys can get thrown in there, but one, for example, is a Shitiro game. Will Owakatsetai, for example, I can't say that for the life of me. It's like a hearing sound. So
Is that the Isekai one?
no, that's that was one of the last trailers I saw too. It looked like a romance, like a high school romance. Yeah,
okay.
it is, and like the only trailer I saw was straight Japanese. I don't think, and that's why I did that because the Lost in Translation. I feel like
You
are
don't
the
know
ones,
what it is. Yeah.
oh, like they haven't picked up by YouTube or they haven't been picked up by Crunchyroll yet. Things like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So some of
Yeah.
those
I've
that
seen a
don't
few
have
like
a
that
home
too.
yet.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Because we're just in the tasting aspect of it, and even like shows I blindly went in, I'm like, oh, Netflix is picking up that. Never even heard of it. So there's that external like threshold too, but I'm giving up that too because what happened with Medalist, for example, inexcusable,
Yeah.
inexcusable.
Yeah.
A million times over. And then one show I've been catching up that I've told the guys about is Release the Witch, which is a Chinese show. There's 2 episodes out right now. Like smack dab late in spring, or just when spring is about to start. So it's
I
like
hate it when shows do that. When they have those weird releases that's like, we're not at the spring season, but winter is pretty much over, and now you start. So it like shows like that always get overlooked by me because it's
Yeah,
like I don't
I feel
have
like
a
they get
good way to fit
overlooked.
them in.
Yeah, I feel like they get overlooked by everybody because nobody knows that it's coming out because everybody's expecting it like new shows to start and like everybody that's watching seasonals, right, is expecting new shows to start in April, not
Right.
middle, March. So
yeah. So it's
It's
like
so weird.
yeah. So overall, it's like one of those things where just as it comes, as it goes, there's no expectancy. This is like the first phase of it. The second and third or fourth phase, we'll all know. We'll all thresh it out. We'll all have a schedule. And that's why I appreciated this last winter. You guys did a pretty good preview, and I spaced out. Like Freeing, for example, like, okay, I guarantee I'm going to watch this every freaking episode. It'll be on when it comes out. Whereas a show like Journal to Witch, you have to be in the right mood. Okay, I'll watch it on this day, a couple days after it debuts. So it's all about fine tuning. It's all about finding that rhythm.
Yeah, I agree. I'm honestly, like I'm behind on like 4 or 5 shows this season, like multiple episodes behind on 4 or 5 shows this season. So I'm only like, even though I like them, like I like pretty much every show that I'm watching. Probably every show that I'm watching is at least an 8, or higher, except for like maybe My Hero Vigilantes.
Fair. Yeah, fair.
And then maybe Champignon Witch. I think I got that like a 7-ish right now, but I'm kind of behind on that too.
Yep.
So, but
I'm about a 7 on that too.
Yeah,
I'm an 8. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it.
I like what is I like what is, I guess, been doing. I guess it's just
the quality's not there. Yeah, the quality's not there.
Yeah, quality's definitely not there.
Yeah.
So
but like, it's weird that Edwin hasn't caught up. Like, it was like one of those things where, like, I think you like this, Edwin. He just checked out. I'm like, all right, that's fine, but you're missing out. This one, I like all of the ones that I blabber about. This one, yeah, this one.
And you get it, and for Jack to say it's an 8 is pretty high praise, because he was getting frustrated with all the shows with Witch in the time. So for this show to get an 8 is a lot. All right, Tyler, I have a question for you. Because we've been discussing this in the group chat. How many times have you cried during Journal with Witch?
Honestly, not as much as I thought. I thought I would.
There are 2
been pretty. Yeah, it's been pretty decent here lately, but I mean, I've definitely cried. Like, I don't. How many episodes is out? Like 9?
10,
probably 10.
I think. Yes, 10. I haven't watched 10, but there's 10. Yeah, he's right.
I say I've probably cried in 60 to 70% of the episodes. Either like most of them sad tears, but there's been a couple times that I've like cried like like happy tears. So
it counts.
Whatever.
They both count.
Yeah.
Both are good.
So,
both are healthy. Yeah.
I'm a pretty emotional person, when it comes to media, I guess you could say. So I expected, like, I'll be crying some episodes of You and I are polar opposites.
Yeah. I just want you to know that Jack set the odds at over 3 at -700 for you crying.
I don't know if y'all watched the latest Invisible Woman episode or whatever. I cried during that episode.
Yeah.
Happy crying. So it's just the way I am.
And there's always going to be a show that catches you off the freaking guard. And I always bring this up. My clueless first friend. You won't be prepared. There's always going to be that one show that catches you.
Speaking of my clueless first friend, I seen today that Dangers in My Heart season 3 was announced.
Yeah, so that's the ultimate Edwin crybaby show. He's cried literally every episode.
That was his number 1 show when it came out. So yeah,
he's gonna be happy. So I haven't gotten a chance to watch the movie yet though. But
me neither.
But I know it's like a compilation movie. With like an extra.
Mostly season 2. Mostly season 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there's supposed to be an extra scene in it though. So
yeah, which is what they usually do. They'll throw you a little something.
Yeah,
that'd be fine. That'll be fine. I was gonna watch it on High Anime, but I think High Anime got hit.
It's down. It's gone. So. So before we move on, did you Jamaal, did you let us know how you thought about this, what you thought about this upcoming season, or no?
So I think this season, no, not yet. This season's interesting, man. I think with Winter, you had so many like heavy hitters that
Sequels
were
too.
returning, and
Yeah.
some really highly anticipated first seasons, new shows that um this season there's a little more variety in the shows, and a lot of interesting stuff. A lot of interesting stuff. But my thing with the previews is kind of like Jack alluded to. Like so many times you look at these previews and you're like, oh, this is good. And like, but you have no idea where it's going to be because it doesn't have a home yet. So you're like, you want to watch it, but I don't know where to watch it. And sometimes things get lost. But that's why I'm glad that we had the preview, because I could go back to the preview and be like, oh, okay, I did want to watch that. I'll just have to find some alternative source or check YouTube or But this season looks interesting, man. There's a lot of like interesting titles in here that um I think is going to it could be it's going to be, I think it's going to be a bang or bust season, because there's so many
Okay.
shows that like I'm like, okay, this has potential to be great, or it has potential to be really bad.
I,
So
I I understand that. I feel that too, though. Like I feel like there's quite a bit of shows that's like, so there's gonna be some for sure, like
yeah.
good shows, like enough to keep seasonal watchers like us like satisfied. But will it be as good as winter, as far as we're going to be watching like almost 20 shows? It's all of them's eight
Mhm.
almost. That's still to be determined, because we don't know. It looks like it could happen. We just don't know if it's going to happen or not. So we don't
Yeah.
have all those banger sequels, in this
No.
season, like we did in winter season. So, but we still got some, but we
We
don't
do have
have,
some.
as many. So, um,
And that is many.
but you just gave me an idea. I want to do like a boomer bust candidate. Like,
Okay.
what's your most what's the anime that you like that has very good potential, but it also could be has very good potential to bust too. You know what I mean? Your boomer bust anime.
I got the perfect one.
Okay.
It's even more perfect than Daemon. And my humble take would be Witch at Altair.
Really? You think?
Atelier.
Wow. Okay.
Reason being, because this has been a hot seller for years. Like, I think it came up before Korean too, at least with English. I remember seeing it for a long time, and I feel like the hype has never been like. It's like one of those things where it's always been promoted, but people are not really catching on to it, or maybe they read up to like volume 7 for all I know. I got tired of it, so it's gonna be interesting if that's gonna be more like a reactory type of response, or it's just gonna be fine. Steady pace. People like the Harry Potter stuff, whatever. And it's like one of those things where I don't like the hardcore fans are gonna treat it like, oh, it's gonna be like the new Freeing, new Freeing. No, 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 no.
I
It's
don't I
not.
don't think so. It's gonna
Yeah,
be a good fantasy probably, but I don't. It's hard to compare to like Fear. It's like comparing Fear to like Lord of the Rings. Like
yeah.
they're different, but they're kind of the same.
I
You
know,
know?
but I mean for like the hype juice, the hype, or
Yeah, yeah.
this past season with Send to Speed
Mhm.
Hero. Like the day before, I saw like 5 or 6 influencers being like, this anime is gonna be hype, it's gonna be peak. Every buzzword you can think of.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the way it goes.
Yeah,
But I do think that the Sentence to Be a Hero, they put out a banger trailer. They put out a
that's
trailer that sold me
to
Mhm.
its
on
credit.
the show.
To its credit, and I give them
So
all the flowers for that. That's how I should do it. It's just my thing is that I feel like that's where the expectations are a problem. Like you don't want to overhype. It's more like you'll like it. And there might be a bust. It might be a weird bust too. That's why I think it's like the perfect one for that threshold.
I mean, uh, you know, I like your pick because like it's brave. It's very brave because this show like it is very loved by like all the people
It
that I
is.
know that's read it. Like the manga score on Mal is like almost a 9, so it's like
Yeah.
really highly up there. And
Mhm.
the only thing that I was concerned about when I was like checking it out or whatever is it's made by Bug Films, and even though like Bug Films
Yeah.
did a good job on Psalm 100, y'all remember what happened though, right?
Mhm.
For what show? I
Yeah.
misheard you.
Zom 100.
Psalm 100.
Oh, Zom 100. Okay.
Yeah. Well, we didn't get the full season. Like
Yeah,
we had
that's
to
Yeah.
wait till like what 4 months to get
Christmas
the
or
final 3
something. Yeah.
episodes.
okay. So
But
still relatively newer. Gotcha.
yeah, I think they came from Studio OLM.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure. I'm don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure they came from
Like
OLM.
like a trigger from
Um
Guy and X kind of thing. Gotcha.
Yeah. But what kind of settled what eased my worries about this was apparently they've been working on this anime for like a long time now, for like over a year. I'm
All right.
pretty
Good.
sure is what I've heard people say.
Good.
Um,
Good.
so that makes it better. And like I watched the trailer for this because like I'm pretty hyped for this. I'm a big fan of fantasy, except especially like good fantasy, and I feel like this
Mhm.
has the potential to be a good fantasy. So in the trailer, the like all the backgrounds and stuff, it looked really pretty. Like the animation looked really pretty too. So I don't know anything else about this though, except for it being a fantasy and magic and
I,
stuff like that. I don't really know the plot though. So
yeah. It's like one of those things where yeah, how to explain it. I did read the first volume and I don't remember it because it was that long ago.
it's been a while, yeah.
I was trying to retrace it, but it's like one of those things where like I was like, okay, this is gonna be good. That's the impression I get.
Mhm.
Like even Kaiju, I had that same impression too. Like I wasn't crazy about it. I read the first 2 volumes. I'm like, I'm not gonna read it. I'll watch it. So that's usually a weird gut punch for me too.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only reason why I haven't read it, because like when I wanted to read it, but I seen that there was an anime coming out, they announced it and whatever. And so I'm just like, I want to be surprised. I want to go into this anime blind basically. That's the way I handle something most things that I'm pretty excited about. So, or
Mm.
whatever. I maybe pick it up after the anime is over or whatever, but like usually if an anime is announced, I usually just wait. So, but
Yeah,
I
I see where you're coming from, Jack. Because when I see the hype train on something, I automatically am like, okay, like everybody's talking about this. Is it going to be like Oshinoko? Like that
Yeah.
first season of
Well,
Oshinoko, it was so hyped. And then I'm like, oh my. And then I saw the first episode and I'm like, no,
yeah,
no.
and it
It
was
got
started off as
better.
it started off as a movie as well. And I'm curious if this one will have
Hmm.
2 or 3 episodes in a row. And Freehan, same thing. 4 episodes in a row. And
Hmm.
nobody expects Freehan to be that like because that one too. I saw manga for that too as well, and it was a good seller. It's a
Hmm.
matter of like getting more in the know, and I wish I would have talked to more people that read it, to be honest. And you're right, Tyler. I trust your opinion because you have gone to that connection. Even like, yeah, it's better to like not hope for the best, or not hope for like the ultimate experience. It's a matter. I trust it. It's a good trust.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that by the end of the season of next season or whatever, I'm hoping that I can give Witch Hat a 10.
Hmm.
That's where I'm looking at it at right now. Whether it does that or not, I don't know. But hopefully it does. Like hopefully I can give it at least an 8, 9, or 10 next season. That means it's going to be good. So, but that's the fun about this kind of stuff because we don't know,
Yep.
especially since we haven't read the manga, or I haven't read the manga. I don't know. Like I don't know anything about this one, so I just know that it's hyped up.
Hmm.
It's got a good score on Mal, and you know it's got fun looking characters. So And it's a fantasy, a signing fantasy at that. So, which makes it better in my opinion.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, that was
We'll
a good
see.
pick because I didn't expect that.
It's
for
technically
that one.
it's technically the most hype show too, and like Jamaal was like alluding to,
Yeah.
like the hype train.
Yeah.
That's the one we have to get it over with. Yeah.
The hype is crazy for the show. One more observation about this season. I think a lot of shows are getting 2 cores from this season too.
Really?
Like
Okay.
I think a number of them are getting 2 cores.
For the following
So-
season in spring?
Yeah,
Or
for
like
spring
summer?
and
Yeah.
I think it's spring going into summer. I think a few
like
of them I
Freeing.
think are getting 2 cores. Freeing's not
Maybe-
getting Freeing isn't getting 2, is it?
No, it's
We're only
Bruins done
we're
in
getting, like,
2 more episodes.
2.
They're getting 10
we're
episodes.
getting 10 episodes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But if I remember reading correctly, I think a few of them are getting 2 cores.
I think Mal's getting 2.
I think Mao is. I think Demons of the Shadow Realm is.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
2. That is 2.
Yeah. I don't remember all of them, but I know
And
a
there
few
might
of
be a
them are
few.
out there.
So
Yeah.
But I mean
There's a
that's
few.
fine. It is what it is. As long as like a bunch like
And we're
more
not-
than
and we're
half
not
of them.
Count Slime.
So.
We're not counting Slime because the way they're
Yeah.
releasing this is
No,
ridiculous.
because we're gonna get like 6 cowers over the next year and a half.
It's a year long cower technically.
So
insane.
we don't know
It's
what's going
insane.
on with that one. So
Yeah, we definitely don't.
And it's one of Edwin's hype shows. Whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go next though. With my boomer bust candidate.
Okay.
I think that's fun. So I don't like did I thought this was what Jack was talking about earlier, but I don't guess it. I don't think it is because he said it looked like romance, but this doesn't seem like romance. This is a isekai reincarnation anime. It has no translation for the title. It
Mhm.
says Megami Isekai Tensai Nani ni Narite Deska Ore Yusha no Rakutsu de.
Oh, wow.
Your guess is good as mine.
Yeah.
what that means.
I have that in my Lost in Translation too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
let me look it up because you know what you can do if you go on
Anime Corner does a poll
Anime
thing.
Corner.
Right?
Yeah, if you go on Anime Corner's polls, it has all the English titles on there.
oh
But that one on
Well-
Anime Corner as well had it. That's where I copied mine.
Oh, the Anime Corner had the same thing.
Yeah.
okay. So
Let's do a quick translate.
I translated it into Google AI or whatever. The translated title means goddess. What would you like to be reincarnated as in another world? Me, the ribs of a hero.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
This one,
because it keeps getting reincarnated into different weird things.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, think about all the fun we've had with like vending machine, right? Like it's just a weird premise. It's a weird isekai, right? Like who would have ever thought that we'd get like a vending machine, isekai? Well, now we got an isekai. It's probably going to be slop, honestly, but it has potential because this dude is being reincarnated as he didn't want to be Demon King or like a hero. He wanted to be weird shit. He wanted to be like the rib cage, the hero in charge of a harem, a hermit crab, a vegetable, an explosive to blow up blissfully happy couples? Question mark.
Mm.
This is what
I
I'm reading
think,
from the summary. So
I think in summary it said like you could be reincarnated to Demon King, but it takes like 50,000 years, and he didn't
Yeah.
want to wait, so he's just like, I'll take whatever's out there. Which is an interesting premise.
Yeah, so like I I want this to be like funny as hell. Obviously, I want it to be like meta, like a lot of meta commentary in it. Because I mean, even in the summary, it's like the reason why you can't be a demon king or a hero is because, or it takes 50,000 years to be one, is because there's so many applications for them, a spike in applications or whatever. So who says that unless you're going to try to be like meta commentating? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But I feel like this is probably gonna be funny, at least. Now, will it be like Konosuba, like a top tier, funny isekai? Who knows? I don't know. That's why I, put it here because I have no idea. Lost in translation. I don't really know what's going on. Even with the summary, I still don't know what's going on. So, um, but yeah, that's gonna be mine though.
That's a good one. And then that does have been like I like that they're doing something different with the isekai genre. So that definitely brings me in.
Yeah,
And
it's been muddled
that's the
with like
perfect banger. That's the perfect banger bust.
yeah,
Perfect.
like the most isekai are like now with the ultimate type of game crap and the court stuff too. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot of factors with isekai now.
Yeah.
Isn't Edwin the
Um,
Isekai watcher?
yes.
To his detriment.
Oh, you think y'all think that he's gonna watch this?
Yes.
Yeah. he's at least gonna give it a shot. He's at least gonna give it a chance.
Did he have this on his list?
This was not on his list.
I
This was
wonder if
not
it's
on his
because
list.
it didn't have no English title or not.
He's Mr. I'm
Yeah.
gonna watch 5 shows on the first day. Guy, literally. There's no
Yeah.
rhyme or reason. He just does it. He does every show to the first 2 weeks, teeters off some, and then he gives a good pace. There's some he completely forgets. I get it. He's older, but he'll watch and he'll remind us, "Hey, did you guys hear about this one? Megami Isekai Tensei Nani
Yeah,
no
yeah, yeah.
Mimaru Tesuka? Ore Yushi no Ru Kutsude."
Mm.
The goddess with the ribs. The goddess with the ribs.
Well,
Yeah.
I got it called. I wrote it down in my notes. I said weird reincarnation anime.
Yeah,
uh,
that's gonna be something. That's gonna be something.
what do you got,
Um,
Jamaal?
I got a few of them. I got a few of them.
Pick
Number
pick
one,
your best
my
potential boom or
best.
bust. The one that you
Um,
think is gonna soar or just plummet.
okay, one that I think is um liar game.
Mm.
I
I have
think it has
that
boomer bust potential.
I have a secret list for you two guys, and mine was secretly I'm predicting this one to be Jamal hype, and secretly this one for Tyler hype. So this one was
Yeah,
in
Me?
this
for
this is
liar game.
boom.
Yeah,
I don't know,
It's
man.
banger. It's
It,
boomer bust to me because like these high stake game things, they're always iffy. Like what is it this season?
Shibayugi.
Shubiyugi, bang!
Yeah,
It's knocking
banger.
it out the park. That's a bang. But there's been other ones that like the what was
Uh,
that? Like God's games we
God's game.
play,
Yeah, yeah.
bust, bust.
Boring as hell.
Yeah, yeah. So like this is like the ultimate like banger. If they do it right, it could be very good. And if they do it wrong, it could just be like boring, predictable, like, oh, we're gonna hit you with this shocking twist that you don't see, but it doesn't connect. So like liar game, I think is bang bang that it's in a genre that's either boom or bust. Like that's the kind of epitome of the genre. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. In order for me to watch a show like Liar Game, like somebody will definitely have to convince me because I'm not a huge fan of like. I, I'm pretty sure that it's like a gambling type game, right? A gambling type anime, right?
well,
um
What it comes off as.
it's Okay, hold on. College student, blah blah blah. No, let's not do all that. So this dude opens a package and it has 1,000,000 yen in it, and but with it you accept an invitation into the liar game. In this tournament, contestants are encouraged to betray and deceive their opponents to gain massive amounts of cash. Conversely, losing will incur a lifetime debt. With all hopes lost, her only option left is to seek help from a con artist, and it just kind of continues on from there. So it's kind of like
So
she
basically, a bunch of people trying to uh, bullshit each other
Mhm. Yeah, in order to win all this
with,
money.
and who knows what scenarios, but I don't
Exactly.
know.
What's the death game this past season? I think you like the
Shibuyugi.
most.
Shibuyugi.
Yeah. Do you think it's the same tone or same threshold, Jamal? Or
I
Tyler?
think it's in that same sort of category.
Well,
I'll kind of throw it into that like Squid Games, Battle Royale, Hunger Games, this kind
okay.
of category.
Compared to Death Parade.
Yeah, it's not Death Parade. It's not Death Parade.
Because that's like the
It's
playful type of game, you know, philosophical type of game.
it's in that Squid Games type of realm.
There you
You know
go.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hunger
So
it
Games. Yeah.
it feels
yeah,
like Squid Games
exactly.
type of thing, except it doesn't feel like high state. It doesn't feel like people are gonna die. You know what I mean? Like Shiba Yugi, like it feels more like Squid Games and stuff like that because we see people dying. You know,
Hmm.
it's got a interesting,
High stakes.
narrative it's trying to do. Like people are watching these players play, and like it's the fuzz and like it's got a lot of different things working for it to keep me interested, and
Hmm.
like just the way the story's being told. I don't think Liar's Game like comes off like that to me, anyways. Which I wasn't gonna watch Shiba Yugi until I was,
Right.
started seeing people was like, really high on it or whatever. Because like I don't really most of the time anime gets those things wrong,
Yeah.
those type of shows wrong. Like Squid Games and Saw and things like that. I like those like TV shows because they're interesting to watch or whatever. But usually anime gets it. It doesn't come close to that. So they try to be more funny or it's just not really like serious. It's not high stakes or all that stuff. So it just depends on what Liar Games tries to do. Will it be
Yeah.
something like Among Us, or or like I don't know. So like I didn't even watch Nosha, and like
Hmm.
it's still
Yeah.
ongoing right now, and it's basically Among Us. I feel like I would have liked it, but it was fall and I needed the break. So
And that was the same thing. It was like I'm not watching that and Shiba Yugi. Like
Yeah,
I can't
exactly.
deal with both, so I chose one, and I'm happy with what I chose. Shiba Yugi's been
I'll
good.
probably watch Nosha later. I've heard it's
Right.
really good.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't want to stack my fall up with, I needed the break from anime, because after summer was insane. And, and then I
Yeah.
knew winter was going to be insane. So I just needed a break season. So,
Hmm.
to get to chill, if you can
Yeah.
say. Plus, I was watching Chihaya Furu, so too. So
You had a
70
lot
some
on your plate.
episodes. Yeah.
You had a
I
lot on
needed
your
the
plate.
chill. But yeah.
Yeah.
I think
So
that's a good choice though. I think it could go either way. It could be like Shiba Yugi, it could it could boom.
I
it
But
think
could.
Jamal had
Yeah.
the. I think Jamal had the best example of that because mine was like, "Oh, they'll make me hate the show," you know. And yours,
No,
Tyler, was
but
like the
I
crazy
like your
left field
example
one.
too. I
Yeah,
like your example too because when stuff is so highly hyped,
well,
like
look at
mine.
TBATE.
Yeah. Yeah.
TBATE
Yeah.
was very, very hyped, and then
Look,
look at it. It got shit on
I
because they
was
didn't
about
handle it
to.
correctly.
That was one of the shows that I was like bang or bust on
Yeah.
because the story itself I enjoyed, but the animation was so bad. Like you could, it was almost unwatchable. It was unwatchable. So
Well,
it's
and
like
then
if the
and
animation gets
then
better, it could be a better show. So who knows?
And then you got something like a Kowloon generic romance where like they didn't
Yes.
even like follow the source. Like they cut a lot of things in like a anime like that and like even though it was a pretty highly, highly, hyped manga
Hmm.
adaptation or whatever, like it fell flat because of the way it got handled. We
Yeah.
don't know if that's going to happen with Witch Hat. If it does, it's going to be a major fumble, with like most
Yeah.
things are when they're like very loved and hyped and stuff. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but that's a good choice. So, um,
All
so
good
since
choices.
yeah, so I like that. I like that little thing. So since Jack started this on that, I'm gonna let him
Mhm.
start. Since we're just gonna go, back and forth or whatever. So let
Okay.
us hear your, I get wherever you want to start at one of your shows. So
Well, because we're saving for the ongoing later, let me do my 5 type.
Yeah.
Like I don't want even want to say hype anymore because that it's tough now.
and most anticipated.
Yeah,
Most
For-
anticipated.
and curious, most anticipated and most curious.
There
Are you
you
gonna
go.
do all five right? You're gonna do all five right now?
Yeah, the first one is gonna
Okay.
be Kojima Why Sing When He Can Warble, scenes from Awajima, second prettiest girl in class, Barbarian's Bride, and Mistress Kunan is devilishly easy.
Okay.
Uh,
So which one are you gonna talk about first?
First one I'll do is scenes from Awajima because I think of you, Tyler, and I think of you, Jamaal, and this is going to be the one that I think is going to be the nice, pleasant surprise. Like if I had picked most, like if I'm put money on it, that people will like it. It's made by Madhouse, Madhouse, you know them, and it's all about these girls going to opera school. Make what you will. Uh, the animation looks good. Acting sounds great. And that's like the trailer was just enough where I got the snippet of it. I'm like, easy, easy
Hey,
peasy. Yeah. And then the one I have to bring up this one because this is the first show I saw in its preview as a reel. And a little tidbit of me, I have like a gallery saved in my Instagram where I have just general stuff for the year 2026. And this is my cover photo with the warbler, with the bird. And let me bring up the plot of this one because it's an interesting plot. It's from Wikipedia. In his first year of middle school, Arata Koda encounters a strange creature named Kujima. The Koda household is on edge due to the stress of the eldest son preparing for entrance exams. So when Kojima enters, he brings fresh air and begins to calm the tension. So it's kind of like Mushroom Pop, Tyler.
yeah, I actually got both of these on my list too, even though Kujima is closer to the bottom because I don't know how it's gonna be. Like it could be a candidate for like boom or bust, but I don't think a lot of people is gonna be watching it.
Yeah,
But I could be watching it because like
yeah,
it looked really cool. Like it looks I didn't get to watch the trailer for it, but it looks funny.
yeah.
It looks like it's gonna be funny.
And
So
it's kind of like a throwbacky, like zany type of feel. Like you think of like the early '90s, like Ran, Ran and one and a half, Rama one and a half,
yeah,
things like that.
Ranma, yeah.
Yeah. And then this one is kind of like the polar opposites. The new that whole subgenre high school romance. I made friends with the second prettiest girl in my class,
Hmm.
and
Yeah. Yep. That's got Tyler's name written all over it.
Well, so you say that, but like so there's different levels, right? To what can have my attention in a season, especially a season that's more stacked.
fair.
Like
I
some
agree. Yeah.
some seasons, I can watch something like I call it romance slop. There's romance slop out there. We're talking about like boy girlfriend relationship or whatever.
Hmm.
Like I call that slop because
Fair.
like it's
And that's what initially reminded me first. Can a boy girl
yeah.
friendship survive? It
That's what
really
it
did.
reminded me of, which is why I checked it off my list.
So I don't have it. I don't have this on my list because like I have so many other shows that I have on. Like I got over 20 shows right now, so like I can't just keep
Mm,
adding to the list because that would be bad. But
it's bad.
But this show, like, even though I really like romance, like I gotta pick and choose on which ones I give my time to when I have a stacked season. And like a show like this, I can look at it and be like, I don't know about it. I don't know about it. I think that's going to be like a average romance with a lot of tropes and probably funny.
Fair, and that's the
So
general feeling I had. This was like the only one I felt like at least attempting to be in that upper epsilon, at least trying. And
yeah,
I didn't like the trailer I saw. I didn't find it like annoying, like boy girlfriend survive. I felt like it's the hijinks, emotions.
yeah.
Yeah. So
I
Mhm.
mean, it's a
yeah,
good choice. Like a lot of people's gonna like it. Just like a lot of people is gonna like the random, isekai stuff because
yeah.
like that's what people like, sometimes. But I tend to, if it was a slow season, I would probably watch. I would give it a shot, and hell, I might still give it a shot. But odds of me continuing it is probably kind of low. If I'm being honest with you, just because like it just seems like it's gonna be like it's gonna be like leaning very heavily on tropes and not be
Mhm.
about the actual like romance relationship. I guess it's gonna be like about the tropes and not the romance. I guess.
Well, I'll be honest because I do have that kind of flip. This one was like close in my top five. It's the Gales can't be too kind to Otaku.
Mhm.
Now I have that one on my lower end of things because like I'm a fan of like the Gyaru and Otaku. Think like More Than a Married Couple,
Yeah,
My Dress Up Darling,
Mhm.
things like that. I think
don't
those
toy
are
with me.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think those are fun. And I think that this could be fun. Now will it? I don't know, but I'm at least willing to give this one a shot over, the second prettiest girl one.
All right. So it's like that type of like threshold, and then
Yeah.
for my final two. This one I would consider my wash it all away pick, Barbarian's Bride, because that
Mhm.
trailer was like, ooh, they're doing swerves. They're doing
Yeah.
swerves.
Yeah. So this one, Jack, it is one of my most anticipated
There you
romances
go.
of the
Perfect.
season.
Finally
So
found one. Finally found
yeah.
one.
So this one I got at the top. It was actually on one of my top fives or whatever. This was supposed to come out like last fall, I'm pretty sure, and it got like pushed back. And I'm kind of curious why because like you watch the trailer and you can tell that it's gonna be very simple
Situational.
animation.
And
So
situational comedy too.
yeah. Well, not only that, like I said, it's the quality is gonna be lower, is what it feels like. It feels
Mm,
like this like I don't know. It felt like obviously you don't have to have very good quality to make a romance pretty decent or whatever, for me to like it or whatever. And this one, it definitely had moments in the trailer where I was like, this probably don't have a lot of budget, but I wonder why it got pushed back. So,
Mhm.
um, and like I just like the premise of this one. Like I really like it because it looks fun. It's got like the warrior, and she in the trailer she's like, I have no experience with men or like dating or whatever. It's gonna have stuff like that. It's gonna have tropes like that, I guess.
yeah, and with the trailer, they had the part where she's like, it looked like simple enough. Then all of a sudden, it has that shot of her being tied up and like
Yeah.
lock a chair. I'm like,
Yeah, we have
there we
we have the
go.
tied up scene and stuff like that. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that's played out because like they're on the opposite ends of the uh uh opposite sides. We got the barbarian and the heroes. They're supposed to be fighting each other. So this is gonna be like maybe lovers, enemies to lovers with like fun romantic like experience and the biggest thing I took out of the trailer was it was really cute, and like I want my romances to be really cute. Like it reminds me of like enemies to lovers kind of, and I really enjoy that. Like magic the magical girl and the evil lieutenant. Remember that one?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
one's really good. So maybe it'll be something kind of the same vein or whatever. So um who knows? I don't know, but I'm looking forward to this one a lot. So
Well, and that's the thing. That was like my middle of the threshold expectancy. Like this is the ones where I'm like, I bet it'll be better than I expect. That's why I was trying to get the first three in a row, and then this one is like my lowest. Like I know it's gonna be trash, but might even be coherent and good. And this is the kicker because I was like, I saw the trailer, I recognized the freaking voice. My number one, Aoi Koga, she's the lead character of the
oh no.
succubus. Yes, of the succubus. Mistress Kanan is devilishly
Oh,
easy.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. I
Yes.
passed on that one.
Right away, I recognized Kaguya. It literally was Kaguya. I freaking love it.
so
And yeah.
I don't think that it's gonna be bad. I just don't think it's gonna be for me specifically because I'm
That
pretty
show
sure that's an
scares me.
etchy.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I do watch some etchies, but it has to be pretty decent. Like it has
Well,
to
the
be
fall.
really, really good in order for me to say like, "Hey, I'm gonna watch this." So, um, but it does look it did look fun. So, but I just don't know if I'm gonna watch it or not.
I
Well,
couldn't do it. It reminded me too much of that Bombaban vampire thing.
Oh
And I
no.
said, I'm not doing this. Like when I was reading the description, I said, nah, this doesn't look like it's gonna be for me.
but
But it could be. It could be, depending on how they go about it.
yeah, and Aoi Kogo, she was also in that magical girl etchy one, very hentai one, and I watched as much as I could just for her. She was in like the third or fourth episode. Like I gotta do it for her,
Mm,
and her character wasn't perverse at all. I'm like, all right, gotta do it for my girl, gotta do it for my girl. So it's like the Dark Elf one a couple seasons ago too. That had a nice
Oh
uh-huh.
yeah.
yeah.
Yandere Dark Elf or
Yeah,
whatever.
that was a good comedy. It was actually not that bad, but it was like
Yeah, I mean,
it got to like my etchy threshold was like I'm broken, I'm good. Like
I I get the vibes of these etchy shows from Kriegs. Following him on social media and stuff. He usually keeps me in the loop on
Yeah.
what's going on like that high dive show that's uncensored and shit. You know what I'm talking about?
oh,
I
this past
forget.
season I can't recall.
Yeah, I
Chain
forget it.
Soldier or
Oh,
the
change.
Chain Soldier.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that usually
yeah.
ranks top 10. A lot of people like the battles
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah. A lot of
Yeah,
people
they
like
like
it.
the they like the battles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they like the battles where they're all on the floor together.
Those type of
The
battles.
battles.
The battles.
uh, but yeah, that's a good top five. I'm pretty sure that was five, right?
Yeah, and there's a shotgun, just like I said, most hyped to
The
like just there.
I like the
um,
5.
yeah, the one that I didn't get to talk about much was I actually have it like pretty high on my list too. Was the 100 views of Awajima.
Yes, yes.
Um, so
Mm,
I really like that one a lot too. I didn't I didn't I didn't really get a whole lot from the title, obviously, and I didn't get too much more from the summary, but I actually got more from the trailer, even though it's not in
mm.
subtitles. But it that, I mean, but that's why I like watching the trailers sometimes on my like top
Yeah.
shows because like it tells me what kind of vibes they're gonna be, and like the vibes of Awajima, it feels like a really good drama. It feels like the type of drama that's gonna be diving into like internal struggles. Like it's gonna be diving into like dealing with feelings and stuff like that. Kind of like a journal of witch in a way, and that's the kind of like dramas I really really like. Is like the dramas that want to actually talk about things happening or whatever. and
Mm.
not just like forced like drama and stuff. So, and it looked really good. It really did look really good. Based on like the preview or whatever. So, um, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that a lot. I think Jack. I don't know if you said that I you know I was gonna you picked that with me in mind or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you said that on one of them, but you
Oh,
nailed it
the
on the
first one.
head if it was this one. So
Yeah, scenes from Awajima. Yep, yep.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Because it
It's
already has that love through a prism feel, and Shirley, of course.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
gonna be about music. Apparently, it's gonna be like about music choir maybe or something.
Opera,
So I don't know.
specifically
Opera.
opera. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then with the one show we mentioned prior, the previous recording, it just released this past week. The Paris ni
Yeah.
Saku Etoi.
It's a movie though. Like it released in Japan,
Correct,
so I don't. Who
correct.
knows when it's coming over here? So
It had a streaming debut apparently, but that's the thing. Like that's what I was trying to get at too.
yeah.
Like at least that encompassing arty feel.
Yeah. I'm I was looking for that. Like I was waiting for that one and like I've seen that it was like released in Japan. I was like, who knows when we're going to get it here. Even though I really really wanted to watch it, but like cuz I feel like that would have been a really good addition to Winter. So, um uh Jamaal, did you have anything to say about any of his shows that he mentioned?
No, like I looked at all of them, and all of them were like, okay. The scenes from Awajima stood out to me a bit too. And I'm like, yeah, that was the one that like all of them I was most drawn to. What's the other one?
Barbarian,
The
Awajima.
barbarian was one that I looked at too. I probably will end up watching. So
Yeah,
You'll
it
probably
looks
hear me
fun.
Awajima,
talking about it. So
It looks fun.
Awajima, I'm definitely gonna watch. Barbarian, I'm probably gonna end up watching. Um, and the other ones are like they were on the fence for me. They were on the
I,
fence.
I think I got what three that he mentioned. I got
Mhm.
I'm gonna call it the penguin one. The penguin
Or it's
one
a
because it looks like
warbler.
a penguin.
It's a wobbler. Yeah.
Yeah.
The penguin one looked like that. That was a banger bust one for me. That was a banger bust one for me. 'Cause
It's a bigger
it's
bus
kind
one
of
for me
weird.
too. So
Yeah, it kind of has that. What was that show on FX with the dude that like thought he had a dog or pretended he had a dog or something, like Wally or something?
I
Mm.
What was that show called?
if it's a real
It's
show,
old.
I probably don't
It's
know.
old,
I thought
but
you were about to say like
it
Greg the Bunny or
kind of gave
something
me
like
that
that.
vibe. No, it kind of gave me that vibe, and I'm like, it could work, it could work,
It
but
reminded
I
me of
don't
Mushroom
know.
Pop. Like this initial feeling I got when I watched it, and
Mm,
Masterful Cat's depressed again.
Yeah, I
mm.
mean that's the type of vibes that it's given, you know. So if it will it be good? And there's another show that I didn't get to watch either. Is
Stuff anticipation.
the one about the alien cat or whatever
I
with
saw
the
that one.
appliances and
Yeah.
shit. You know, from it
Hmm.
didn't get a moo. Remember
Hmm.
the moo or whatever. So but yeah. Anyways, I feel like it's probably on the same kind of vibes. So there's that one. There's a 100 views of Awajima, which is probably going to be one of my top shows of next season. Is what I'm looking, what I'm thinking it's going to be. So, and then there's also like the Barbarian, which could be one of my romances of next season. We'll see how it goes. So,
Hmm.
but yeah.
Okay,
I like
yeah.
the five. I like the five. Um.
Alrighty.
Okay. Well, I guess I got my five.
You can
Um.
go ahead and go then, I guess.
Let's see if it
Let's
falls in my
go.
list of my secret category.
One I got is Nippon Sangoku,
Ah,
the
Ooh.
oh,
nations, the three nations of the Crimson
I
Sun.
have a warning on that one.
Okay.
I saw the trailer. Guess who's running it?
Who's running it?
Prime. Prime.
Yeah,
A-
Prime is running it.
It's AI. It's AI narration.
Is
Is
AI
it?
narration?
When I saw the
What,
trailer,
the dubbed or whatever?
it was
Yeah,
dubbed. It was dubbed. Correction.
yeah,
You're right. But
yeah.
Uh,
I do think I did think that the AI, I mean the trailer that I watched, it did seem AI. So I wasn't sure,
mm,
but it did. But I'm not gonna be watching it dubbed anyway. So I'm
yeah,
gonna be watching
all
it
right.
dubbed.
I didn't
But
watch the trailer, so
yeah,
I
but
appreciate that. But
yeah,
yeah,
but the
that
skipping over.
stinks.
Well, skipping over the English part. If they have the Japanese, premise looks interesting.
If it's
Yeah.
subbed, it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It should be fun. I mean, it looks like it's dubbed or subbed.
yeah. I watched the
Yeah,
trailer of it subbed. Like a when it first dropped, like when it first dropped, the announcement or whatever, because it's a newer like announcement or whatever, and
yeah.
like it got announced like a couple months ago, I believe, and and I watched the sub version of it, and it was pretty good. So
I was saying Bochum, like that was like one of the first ones trailers I saw actually. I'm like, oh, here we go, here we go.
That's the first thing that stood out to me, and I'm like, okay, because that's got my name written all over it.
Yeah,
Like the
the premise looks
drama, the
awesome.
political intrigue. Yeah, it looks awesome.
It reminds me, like the design reminded me of Golden Kamuy right off the bat.
Yeah,
uh,
you just kind of ruined everything for me with that.
well, the
But it's
English
not that bad.
for the English for the English. It's all good.
No,
so
but it's also Prime, and Prime annoys the heck out of me. But
to I mean, I got this show high on my list too. Like I
mhm,
have this like in my top 5, I'm pretty sure. Maybe top 6, something like that. You know, it's a downside that it is on Prime. It's unfortunate, but like I always love a good political drama, and I feel like
me
that's
too.
what this is gonna be. And like
Yeah.
it even says like in the trailer, it's like a soon to be genius military strategist, and he wants to change the world, but it seems like he wants to change the world for the better. Is what the vibes that I
Hmm.
got.
Yeah.
And like this kind of like I love shows that like show you the behind the scenes of like running things and like the strategy side
Yep.
of things, kind of
Me
like
too.
the realist hero rebuilt the kingdom, and like the what
Hmm.
was that genius prince getting the nation out of debt or whatever.
Oh
um
yeah, I'm talking about. I know what you're talking about.
or
Yeah.
even like slime, like those are the reasons why I really like those shows, because it shows us that perspective. And I feel like that this show is going to show us that perspective of yeah, like him gaining power, gaining control, and then trying to, you know, push his narrative or like create his ideal world and in the Sengoku period, which is pretty cool to
Hmm.
me. It's pretty interesting. It could be so.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I fingers crossed on that. This is a bang or bust category show for me too, but you know, it's food porn, so that's always good. Um, the Food Diary of Miss Maid.
I have that. It's my secret. That's my secret for Jamaal.
See, it's food porn. So I mean, who doesn't want to see like good food all the time?
Yeah, and apparently she's traveling all over Japan too.
Yeah, yeah. I think she's stuck in Japan for a year or something, and she's like training to become a maid, and she's just like trying all sorts of food. So like, I mean, how could I not like that?
I have a interesting side story. So, a
Hmm.
confession time for Jack. The other day, I did my first ever meet in real life event, speed dating thing.
Hmm.
Mm.
It was a trivia night thing, and I was in the final table. I lost 2 rounds. I nearly won a few of them with my teams, but the third one, we were really close, right down the wire. And the final question was, "What's the highest rated Michelin city in the world?" And I'm like, Tokyo. But the other guy chose Paris. The team chose Paris. I was the only one who votes Tokyo. Tokyo's number one food for Michelin,
Really?
highest rated,
Huh. That's interesting.
because they have
I like
everything.
that.
They have theme stuff, the cooking stuff. different methods. It's pretty balanced compared to France, which is the French food, the top of the tier, but nothing else remotely international.
Okay. Okay.
So
Yeah.
side tidbit.
Well, it sucks that you didn't win. I'll say that much. Maybe you should have told them that you were right, 100%.
Yeah, but that's why when I saw this, I was like, "This is Jamaal show, 100%."
Yeah, I thought too. I was like,
Jack lives such an interesting life, man. He really does.
so I mean, I seen this show. I did, and like, I'm interested in it. Just like I was interested in that one show about the maid, well, the assassin maid or whatever, right? Like, it just depends. It just depends on if somebody can sell me on it when it's airing. Like
Right.
if it's got something that's unique or like something that's gonna like interest me or whatever, pull me in. And I just don't see it. I didn't see it anywhere just yet. But I knew that one of y'all would have this on your list, so I knew it.
And see, another thing that like influences my list is like I know we have all these categories that we need shows for. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, we got the food category. So I'm like, all right, I gotta have this as the food shows. So like, these are the things that are like running through my mind as I'm looking through this stuff, and I'm like, okay, I gotta have something for this. I gotta have something for that. And so that was one. What's the other one? Okay, this is one that I think Tyler might like. So this is one I think he might like. What's it called? Botan Kamiina fully blossoms when drunk. And I was like, okay, this looks interesting.
Yeah, so I do have this on my list. It's just it's technically on my maybes because like I don't know, like it seems like it could be very fun, but then like there's also I guess the best way to put it is like it's kind of like boomer busty for me, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. It's a girl's love, which is fun. It's supposed to be. It seemed like a comedy. It's an adult cast too. I'm pretty sure, and
Yeah, it's a dope it's a
but
dope cast.
but where shows like this gets me worried is the shtick. And
Yeah.
when they put like, you know, Botan Kamiina fully blossoms when drunk, well, can you guess what the plot is? The plot's probably gonna be like she lets loose when she's drunk, and it's probably gonna be centered around her like confessing her feelings or whatever to her love interest while she's drunk, and but it's all about how the show handles this thing. Will they force everything to go? Will they force the show to be about her being drunk? Or will they actually write a romance? Write a story with characters that feel like characters instead of like just walking sticks. So I
And
guess you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Like the summary of the show is what kind of sold it for me. Because I was kind of going in there thinking of that too, like, all right, it's just going to be a confession thing. But the way they described it, I'm like, okay, it didn't, it seemed like less of a trope and more of a cohesive story. But they could swerve me and just have a good write up on it. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
and the tragic thing is too, I tried to find a trailer of this and like there was only teaser trailer. So the
yeah.
trailers that you see is like it's like 20-second clips of like them just talking with no
Yeah.
subtitles or whatever. And like it looks beautiful. It looks pretty. Like the characters look
Mm-hmm.
pretty.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it doesn't
Yeah.
give off comedy vibes, but I'm
No,
scared that it's gonna be
it doesn't
all
seem
comedy.
like it doesn't seem like it's tagged as a comedy on,
Yeah,
or
it's
it
tagged as a
has comedy as a
comedy.
tag on Mal, but it could go either way.
Oh, I got my eyes on it. I do have my eyes on it, and I'll probably watch some of it. And I'm hoping that if it leans more towards, you know, an actual story, trying to tell a story or whatever, then it's probably going to be really, really good. You know, um,
Yeah.
so
The
maybe,
the only thing the thing that sold me the most was the last line on the summary when it said each drink and pastime is closely tied to the character's personalities and emotions, creating a special atmosphere. And so that gave me hope that this is more than just like, all right, her getting drunk and confessing her feelings for this. It seemed more like, she's a 20-year-old college student. They all go out for drinks every weekend. So it just
yeah,
seemed like part of the
that would,
story.
yeah, that
And
would be
that's kind
fun.
of
That
what
would be
sold me on
fine.
it.
You know, that would be
Right,
fun. So
right. And so I'm like, all right, I'm hoping it follows that. Um Agents of the Four Seasons.
Yes,
ooh,
yes.
I
the
have
I,
not
Violet
I,
Evergarden.
I've missed seeing the trailer for
mhm,
this, but it is part of my deep dive threshold.
yeah. So I'm like, okay. This is that's on there too. That's on there
Yeah,
too.
this is actually from the Violet Evergarden creator, which
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
getting a lot of like looks at it because of that. And the trailer looks good. I watched the trailer and it looks really pretty. The premise hasn't really sold me yet. I'm kind of confused at the I'm kind of I was kind of confused at like how
The
it
whole
worked, I guess.
like
Like it's got like a
fall
confusing
was
plot.
lonely. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's got
It
like
is a
an
little confusing plot.
like it's trying to tell the story of like the
It's four
seasons or
seasons.
whatever
Yeah.
through humans or through people,
Mhm.
through characters
Yeah.
or whatever. It's an interesting look at that, but I'm willing to give it a shot. I honestly think it's this is like a boomer bust to me too. Honestly, I don't know about y'all, but in my opinion, I think it is because it could be good.
I'm
It
sold.
just depends.
I think it'll be
Yeah.
fine. I think it'll be fine. I don't think it's going to be great.
I still have yet to watch
Um,
Violet Evergarden, so I'll drink the Kool-Aid once
I
they're.
haven't watched it either. I haven't watched it either, and that's kind of what made me want to watch this.
It's
Y'all
precursor
Um,
haven't watched
Korean.
Violet Evergarden?
It's a
nope,
precursor Korean. That's all I know.
nope.
Well, if you watch, if y'all want a very emotional story, um, about like basically she Violet Evergarden just there's a couple different like themes in that. It's like you know she is writing people's stories out to send them or whatever, while she's also you know uh bettering herself. I'll put it that way. I don't
So,
know. I don't
yeah,
want to spoil it. So
I've heard this partially girl love reminds me, or a lot of people said it reminds them of Amelie, things like that, stuff I like. I'm like,
Mhm.
yeah. So I really
Mhm.
think that y'all would enjoy if you enjoy things that's gonna make you cry. like it has an episode in Violet Evergarden that literally made me cry my eyes out, and I literally had to stop watching anime because I had to stop like I had to take a nap, bro, because I cried so much. I had
it's
to
like
stop.
that's enough anime for today, forever.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Like it hits hard. It deals with very emotional moments and very, very, you know, uh, very relatable things for a lot of people probably. So, um, but yeah,
I've heard a lot of
I
great things about it too, so that's why I'm like, you know what? I haven't watched that. Let me dive into this.
Yeah, I don't. I
And
just don't. After watching the trailer and reading the summary, I don't think they're close to each other in vibes.
Eh,
If you know what I mean.
maybe it's for the best. That's me with demons, you know.
Yeah. It's not. It's not.
mm,
It's not anywhere close. Like I feel like this is going to be a its own story about whatever the hell it's gonna be talking about. You know, it's I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be like about like emotions, and life and stuff. So I don't know. Um, but yeah, as long as it's not confusing to me, like that's what I'm worried about when I'm looking at Agents of the Four Seasons. Is it gonna be Is it gonna be confusing? Um,
they're going to have to flesh out the story for sure.
yeah.
They
And this
gotta
is one that
flesh out what this four. They got to flesh out this Four Seasons thing.
hopefully this is like one of the two cowers, because I feel like it's gonna need it. So
Yeah,
um but yeah.
yeah. Um, number 5. Um, I had so many. You know what? I'm gonna go with and I want to go with Akane Banashi.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I read the first 2 volumes of this one.
I'm gonna put that on there. And shout out to Mel because I watched the video that she put out on the manga, and it kind of got me interested in it. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna dive into this one. So is that 5? Yeah, I think that's 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's 5.
that's a good one to mention. Like that one, I'm anticipating to be fine and dandy. The voice actress, that's my voice actress to watch for this season, and Nagase, who is the main character of that one. She's also the main character of this Netflix show, uh, the Ramparts of Ice, which is
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
which that one first look it's like a combination of Horimiya with Skip and Loafer, design wise.
So, with the Akane Banashi, um I- the I'm with you, Jack, because like this show it has to have good voice actors because in order to be successful, because it's about uh the storytelling
It, it,
thing or whatever. I
yeah,
forget what it's called.
it's like his own theater act.
Yeah.
And
So
the plot has it as part of school.
Rakugo, I think.
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
and it's
So
almost like,
it has to.
yeah, it's almost like a puppet show, a monologue puppet show, and it's almost like yeah, the
Uh,
handwriting, kind of like its own self practice
Um,
meditation of storytelling,
Calligraphy.
calligraphy,
Yeah.
like that type of like observation and stuff. And
Mm,
when I read it, it went through. The characters are interesting. And another similar to Witch Hat Altair. Once I see the anime, I'm like, it'll be fleshed out better because it didn't. Even though I read 2 volumes, it didn't give me that. I'll read read every volume that's available out there.
mhm.
But
I
this.
feel like
Oh, I'm sorry.
you go ahead.
But because what really sold me, like gave me more confidence, was the VA with Anna Nagase, who also did Harley Quinn and Suicide Isekai, and Natsuko in Zenshu.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I, I feel like this sort of story is way better in an anime version though. Um because
Mhm.
like it's talking about like performing arts, and how can you uh, like like how can you properly get the most out of it when it's written down, when it's a thing about like it's a story about like talking, like telling a story or whatever out loud, like a theater kind of, like it's hard to write about that and like read it and enjoy it the most when like
Mhm. It's
you
so much about performance.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So
I can see where in the you could get a panel of like an expression, but like if you got an anime and you can see the whole thing played out, it'll have more impact.
yeah, and just like Jack was saying, like it's about the voice actors too. Like so,
Yes.
I didn't really look into the voice actors. I just know I watched the trailer. Like I didn't watch it before this because you know it's popular. You know it's gonna be a popular show, and like I did
It
watch the trailer when it dropped or whatever, and I
there.
thought it was pretty good. I thought it sounded good. I thought it looked good.
I think
It's
there's at
being
least
treated good.
yeah, I think
So
there's at least 10 volumes out at the moment. I read it
yeah.
about 3
So
years ago, roughly. So, yeah.
So I
Mhm.
really think that this one is probably going to be pretty popular with like one side of like the anime fans. Obviously, like not everyone's going to be jumping on this kind of like they are like Witch Hat Atelier or anything like that. You know, like
Mhm.
this is going to have it's like a niche anime type thing.
Yeah,
So,
I think so.
um, but I'll be watching it. I think that it's probably going to be a really fun watch. So
Yeah, I agree.
was that all your
Um,
five?
I think that's five, right?
I've not been
One,
counting. I ain't
two,
gonna lie.
Yeah, it's
three.
just there.
Yeah, that was five. That was five. That was five. That was five.
Uh, all
So,
right. I
my
mean,
philosophy is always I try to pick from as many different things that I can find. So that's my way of doing things.
hell yeah,
But
I got you.
let me throw Edwin's in there real quick.
Okay.
Uh Demons of the Shadow Realm, Mao, and Rooster Fighter. He says we have to talk about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rooster Fire. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Dan found this like a year ago, I think,
yeah.
and he's been talking about it ever since. Unfortunately, he wanted to do it on the rundown back when it first got announced. He was like, This shit's got to be on the rundown." And I'm sad to tell him that it's probably not going to be on the rundown because Dan is out right now and I'm not gonna
Mm,
be talking about this shit. I might be watching it, but I'm not gonna be talking about this shit.
yeah, like this is another banger bust candidate for me, and I'm heavily leaning towards bust. So I'm just like, I mean, but this
Look,
is I think Toonami is airing this one, right?
yeah, it's a
So
Max, Toonami, Adult
yeah,
Swim, whatever you want to call it. So, um,
Paramount, whoever's buying it at this point.
uh,
Um,
but I mean the bad thing about this is like this would be a really fun anime. I feel like, but if have y'all watched the trailer?
I'm familiar. Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
I've been
The
seeing
manga.
trailers and clips for a while. Yeah,
It's
I-
it's
I've
The
seen the
trailer looks like
manga.
shit.
yeah.
So the trailer looks like shit. But but it could work. It could work because it's supposed to be funny.
Well, I was talking with the guys prior, and I'm like, I got confused with whoever created Fire Punch Man, but that's the guy who created Chainsaw Man. And another thought came to me. I was like, maybe it's the guy who made One Punch Man. Nope. It's his own original creation. I'm like, it's in that
Really.
threshold. What you're expecting, the zaniness with the fight, the epic levels. We'll see.
Yeah.
I get the feeling it's not going to be my kind of comedy.
I,
So
I feel
I'm
like
going to
Dan's gonna
watch it.
love it, but I don't know if I'm gonna love it.
I'm pretty sure I'm not going to love it, but
But
I'm going to watch it. But I'm
yeah,
not going to love it. It
but
may end up getting dropped.
yeah, Edwin seemed hyped.
Yeah, he
I'm
did seem
hyped
hype.
about it too. I'm hyped about it too because it's an interesting show. Like when else do you get to see an anime about a rooster fighter hero? You know what I mean? Like that's bullshit. But
Yeah,
can it
it's
be good
crazy.
bullshit? Who knows?
Maybe it maybe because Jack, I understand why you thought it was the author of One Punch Man because it's in that realm to me, and
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not a fan of One Punch Man. So you know, I'm like, I don't think this is going to be. I've tried with One Punch Man.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not going to be able to finish that show.
When it's
But
troped to zany, when it's troped like anime zany, it's like a specific zany, and I feel like that's like a shoehorn for a lot of shows. Even like I'm already blanking on the show, the one that got adapted by Netflix and butchered it up, the Hitman one, the silent Hitman one.
Sakamoto Days.
Sakamoto Days, like
Oh
for
yeah,
that,
yeah.
yeah, that for example, I'm like, it's a good premise. Like, you don't have to over try, but once you get like the Toonami, you know, that type of flair, it's tricky. And modern day is kind of tricky because people
Yeah.
fall off of One Punch Man. They're done with that shit, you know, especially after the
Yeah.
karate last season. So it's like you can be zany, if you gotta be tasteful. Like you kill a kill, for example.
Uh,
Of,
I
of,
just
of
want
course, he brings up Trigger.
Yeah.
to. I want to before we move on to like another thing. I want to read the summary because like I don't know if y'all have seen the summary or not from Viz.
Yep,
It's insane. I think
it is.
so. The neighborhood cock of the walk is more than just an ordinary rooster. He's humanity's greatest defender. His opponents may be 10 stories tall, but nothing is bigger than his stout heart and his fearsome battle cry, cock-a-doodle-doo. Like, what kind of summary is that? Come on now.
Terrible.
This is Dan. This is as if somebody give the reins to Dan and be like, "Hey Dan, write us an anime, drink a few beers, you know, eat a few gummies, and give us your ideal, bro." And this is it. This is it.
It'll be
Straight out
Rooster
of Dan's
Fighter
head.
in a mecha suit.
Yeah.
This Rooster's gonna turn
Like,
into a mecha,
yeah.
guaranteed.
And Dan's version would be like 10 times more amplified. I commend that. I commend that.
But does this rooster even talk? Like, is their voice actor just gonna be
That's
like screaming like a chicken?
Yeah, that's what I was assuming with Sakamoto Days. That's what I was,
Yeah.
even vending
So
machine. So yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I like it's gonna
Would
be
this
interesting.
rooster dare to cross the street to a KFC? You don't know.
We'll see. I'm more interested in Piyoko, the little chickling, whatever. You know, the little yellow chickling thing. Don't know.
Kyoko.
Yeah, it's the main character in the Rooster Fighter.
Oh yeah. The little.
It's the
oh
little
yeah,
yellow
yeah. The little yellow
baby
chick.
chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You know, it could be.
I'm more interested in that. You know how that character is gonna be. So it's cute. You know what I mean? It's a cute little chicken. So
I'm expecting it to be the best case scenario for that show for me is like it'll be so bad that it's funny.
exactly.
Like
Yeah.
that's the best case scenario for me.
Yeah. All right. What's Edwin's next one?
Or that was it, right?
That was it. That was his three. The other three are continues or
Oh,
sequels.
continuing. Okay. I was like, did you say 3? I swore you didn't say 3.
Mhm.
Okay.
Demons of the Shadow Realm.
Oh, Shadow. Okay.
Mao,
Yeah. I
Mao,
got you.
and Rooster Fighter. Mm.
Did you have anything to say about Demons of the Shadow Realm, Jack? Because I know that you said you read it and stuff. So
It's a busy first volume. There's a lot of interesting stuff. Like definitely like Full Metal Alchemist. You know, I wouldn't even say epicness, more like a type of like world building. Starting off hot.
Mhm.
It's perfect for a rundown, to be honest, Tyler. I think it's the perfect show for a rundown because weekly by weekly, you need people to team up with to catch it the first round because I feel like there's going to be a lot happening. You need to take notes. Whereas Full Metal was kind of like the one of the greatest perfectly paced mangas and shows ever.
yeah,
I'm hoping that because I didn't read volume 2, I'm hoping that they flesh it out for later on, like 6 or 7 episodes or so. Because the first 1 or 2, I mean, I assume this could be a movie as well. A lot of stuff happens, so you keep an eye on it and take your time with it. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. It's just my most hesitant of the bunch.
Yeah. I did this. This is gonna be two cowers too, by the way. This is for
Yeah.
one of the two
Yep.
cowers. Um. But yeah, we've actually, we haven't like officially decided yet, but like ever since Damon's of the Shadow Realm got announced or whatever, and like since Full Metal is so popular, like so highly rated, and all that stuff, respected, and especially by like Dan and Nam and me too or whatever. Like it's been basically like a soft lock, I guess, for the rundown when it comes
Mhm.
up. I just hate that it's 24 episodes. I
Yeah.
hate when we have a rundown show that bleeds over, that a new rundown show that bleeds over. You know what I mean? Like it's
Okay.
fine if we have
Because
like a
it
old show, but we've had like bad experiences with like longer running shows,
mhm.
new shows that bleeds over into the next rundown season or whatever.
And
So
for rundowns, you usually do 3 episodes at a time, right? Like that's the threshold.
well, so
Did
we used to do week by week rundown
mhm.
episodes or whatever. Now we do like every 2 episodes.
Mm.
Since we quit doing 2 episodes a week, we're doing like every 2 episodes. We'll talk about like the what happened in those episodes or whatever. Basically, kind of like a follow along, I guess you can say, as the season goes along. Except now it's every two weeks we get together and talk about it instead of every week. But I also don't like, even though it's probably gonna win, I don't. I like giving. I like going into a new rundown season with all new shows. You know
Yeah,
Okay.
what I
I
mean?
get that.
Um, like I don't. I don't like, even though Demons of the Shadow Realm is probably gonna be really good, probably, maybe. It's probably gonna be like right up Dan and Nom's alley or whatever. And I'm probably gonna enjoy it too. It's just, it's tough. Yeah, I like switching things up. Even though if I'm watching still, like I like switching things up on the run now. I like talking about different things. And that's 6 months. We're gonna be talking about Demons of the Shadow Realm for 6 months if we choose to let it go on the rundown. Um, so
That's a long time.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah. It makes sense. I give you that. It's just a matter of like because it also reminds me of Elusive Samurai because Elusive Samurai started off hot too. And that's a show that
yeah,
needed. That's a show that needs to breathe. That's a show that had problems, like Sakamoto days, but it was just one of those things where it's okay, you know.
yeah. Yeah, I
And
mean, it had to find its
Yeah.
identity, kind of,
yeah,
So,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
but
it should be fine. I think we're getting season 2 of that in maybe summer.
soon, yeah,
summer,
summer,
I
fall,
think
fall.
it's
yeah,
Yeah.
coming.
yeah, this year.
So,
Um, But
mhm.
yeah, I mean, we'll see. It's just, you know, we'll have to we'll probably actually talk about it like in the next couple of weeks because we're coming up on April, so it won't be long before we're changing to the spring rundown. And if we do decide to take on Demons of the Shadow Realm, then like when summer gets here, we got bleach. We've done bleach ever since that Thousand Year Blood War come back. So
Mhm.
we got to keep bleach going, and like
Yeah.
it's hard to, since we're doing every 2 episodes now. It's hard to do 4 shows on the rundown like we normally would in a situation like this. Where we had a show carry over and stuff. I don't know. So
It is tough.
we'll
That
see.
is tough.
But yeah, I'm excited for that one though. Like it's in my top 10, so I'm definitely excited for it. So uh, y'all have any more thoughts on Edwin's list? Either one of y'all?
Oh no,
I mean, no, I mean, they're um I mean, Rooster Fighter I think is probably just funny. But Shadow Realm and Mao, I think those are both just like we trust the source, right?
Yeah,
So it's like
yeah.
we trust who made it, so we want to see what they come with now.
yeah,
And
my friend,
I think that's I think that's what both of them are for
yeah,
me.
my friend B, she read the manga. She's a big fan of Mao.
Oh,
I
yeah,
I
she likes Mao.
enjoyed
Okay.
I enjoyed trailer of it, like it looked pretty interesting. So I got it on my list as to check it out at least. I'm pretty sure, like, I'm one to say that this is like a 2 hour show too, but I'm not 100% sure. But still, like, I'll give it a watch. Like
Mhm.
it seems to be interesting. It seems to be okay. So um, but yeah, I guess if y'all don't have anything else to say, I'll go through mine real quick.
Go for it.
My 5. So the first
Yeah,
one I
it
want
does
to
look
touch
like
on.
it does look like Mao is gonna be 2 hours. They're
Yeah,
saying
I
26
thought I read
episodes.
that. So 20,
Mhm.
yeah, 26. I don't
That's a
know if I'm gonna
beast.
watch that or not. Then.
That is a
uh,
beast.
so the first one that I'm going to be talking about is actually Jack mentioned it earlier when
Mhm.
he was talking about Netflix shows, and that's the Ramparts of Ice. And
Mhm.
this is probably like top 3. Like it's in my top 3 right now. Just looking at next season, uh, and like it seems to be like a romance, or like a high school romance kind of show. But it's listed as comedy, and like it seems like it has comedy in it, but it actually feels like it actually feels like it's more about like the romance and the drama, and like the more serious, I don't want to say serious, like the more
Hi-
non-comedic side of things.
High school maturity, high
Yeah.
school,
Yeah, like finding
like,
yourself.
yeah, it
Uh
minus up the common high school romance trope.
yeah.
Tone down.
Essentially the kind of like high school romances that I like.
Mhm.
Like we got things like the what was it called? The I'm in love with the second cutest girl or whatever.
Yeah.
Complete
That
Yeah.
opposite.
probably leans
Yeah,
more rom-com.
yeah, the complete
Um
opposite.
yeah, it's basically the opposite. Like this one is more my speed. It looks like, based on the trailer and based on the summary and all that stuff. It looks really, really good. It looks really cute too. Like it's just I I really think I'm gonna enjoy it. I really think that I'm gonna probably be giving this like a 9 next season. That's I mean, that's just what it looks like, because
Mhm.
I like it's got moments where like the main girl is like just like lost in thought, and like confused, like looks like she's confused, and like it's just about like finding, she's trying to figure herself out and stuff, and
Mhm.
I love romances like that. So um
Do
but
we
yeah,
know if this is gonna be another batch release or week to week?
I I don't know. It's Netflix, like
Good question.
Jack said. So
Yeah.
Ooh,
it's a coin flip. So
Yeah, I mean,
uh,
that's what I'm asking. I'm like, because you never know. Because sometimes they'll do week to week, and then
well,
sometimes they'll be like, "Here's all 20."
yeah, and the recent example is Flagrant Flowers when it skipped a season.
yeah. Well, that
Yeah,
that and
it started late, and then it went week to week. I'm like, why?
yeah,
The season, it's already out. Like,
and
why
then
would you?
and then this season they dropped all of Prism Rondo at once. Love through
Yeah,
Prism. So
right.
I don't know. I don't
They're
know what
You
they're
never
doing.
know.
So
the thing is that they have cocaine, and it's their own brand of cocaine, Netflix cocaine, self-produced cocaine, and they snort every gram, every nook and cranny, and they do it for every second freaking show decision they do. Honestly, it's just ir it's beyond and frustrating.
Yeah, so I don't
Mhm.
know, if it does a bad job, it's fine. Like, I probably won't watch it as soon as it drops, but I will get to it, because
Mhm.
it took me like a month to watch Love Through Prism, but
Yeah,
once I watch it, it's probably like top 3 to 5 show of spring. I mean, winter. Like, that's how
Mhm.
much I loved it.
yeah, and
So
I'm in the same boat. Like this one, I'm more anticipated than Prism because Prism, I've seen a couple. I get it, I like it,
yeah,
but like the emotions of like a Don Bluth, like the slow, even more slower than Aunt Shirley to me. Like, I'll take my time. Whereas
Yeah.
this one, I'm like, okay, weekly, sold.
Yeah. Probably 12, 13 episodes is what it probably is going to be. So like it's not going to be
Mhm.
it's not going to be a big doozy, of a watch. So but yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. This one, like I said, it's probably top 3, maybe top 2, of anticipated for me. So um
It was on
let's
my list,
see.
but I knew it would be on yours, so I didn't even say it.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me have one of my top 5. So uh a second one that I've seen is actually I don't know much about it, but that doesn't matter. I don't think it's called Dandelion, and it's coming to
Mhm,
Netflix too. But the
mhm,
reason why I'm so hyped about this is because it is from the same person that gave us Gintama. So, and it looks
mhm.
insane. It
Yeah.
looks crazy. It looks wild. Like, did y'all see the cover? It's got like a dude
Yep.
riding a bike, and it looks
Mhm,
Yeah,
like he's doing a wheelie, and it's got a girl on the back, and I don't know. It looks chaotic, and
a
like,
good first impression cover. Judge a
yeah, yeah.
cover by his book. Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you think of Gintama, like what do you think about? You think about, it's funny, it's chaotic,
mhm,
and like when you look at this cover, what do you think? Well, you think funny and chaotic. So like Gintama, even though I haven't watched like a majority of Gintama, I've watched enough. Everything that I have watched is like I've really enjoyed. I've laughed my ass
mhm.
off, and
You know the
it's one of
vibe.
those shows. Yeah, it's one of those shows that like I don't want to watch binge it because like every once in a while I'll go back to it and I'll just be like, hey, let's turn some Gintama on. It's like
Mhm.
South Park, Family Guy. Let's turn some of them on. Let's see what's going on in Gintama world over here. Let's laugh my ass off today or whatever. So, and I feel like this is gonna be the same thing. Sorta. Maybe doing some kind of different thing or something. Something about angels. So, it's I guess supernatural type shit. So it's
Mhm.
fine. So, um,
Yep.
anybody have anything else to say about that?
That's on my list too.
Yeah,
That's on my list too.
They want to
But
miss the trailer on it, but I saw the cover. Yeah, you gotta go with gut sometimes.
that's
yeah.
on my list
I
too. But again,
I
it's
watched.
it's it's on Netflix.
Yeah, who
So it's
knows,
like
man?
you don't know when it's gonna get released or how it's gonna get released. And so like when it's batch style, I sometimes tend to forget. And so, mentioning it here, I know I'm gonna listen to this again and it'll kick in my mind like, okay, go watch that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll watch. The thing about this is too is that like it popped up out of nowhere. Like it popped up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like just here recently. So even though it's scheduled slash set to be released in the spring or whatever, who knows if it actually does. So because it got announced so fast. So
Yeah.
but I'll watch it. I'm down for it, especially since it's a probably a single cower or whatever. It's fine. I need
Yeah.
something to laugh at. So
I'm watching it.
um
I'm definitely it's on my list.
alrighty. So another one that I got is Go For It Nakamura.
Yeah, that's the only boy love, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It's the only boy. There might be other boys loves this season, but
Oh,
this
okay,
is the one that stood out to me.
gotcha.
I'm not sure. I'm not confident enough to say that this is the only one, but
Fair.
this is the one that stood out to me.
Yeah, it could be
Um,
subplot shows too.
yeah,
Fair. I agree.
yeah. Who knows? This is actually like the genre as boys love. And
Mm,
like what caught my attention was like the cover, like how like colorful, bright and colorful it was. Like it reminded me of like you and I are polar opposites, right? Um, like, and I watched some of the trailer and like I thought it was like pretty funny. So, like a funny, like it seems like it's gonna be like a rom-com ish vibes. Like I was
Hmm.
saying, like kind of like you and I are polar opposite. It's gonna be probably something like that, except like boys love focused. Which I'm fine. Um, with watching checking this out. This is on the lower end of things, but I'm fine with checking this out. I think that it's probably gonna be okay. If it's funny, if it's really funny, then like it's gonna like be better for me, because that's what it seems like the vibes it's trying to give us. So,
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all thought the same or not, but
Yeah, it was on the lower end of watches for me.
yeah,
Um, it's like, okay, it's boys love. I haven't watched a lot of boys love, so I'll give it a shot. When I read the summary, I'm like, this can go either way for me. It's not like at the top of the romance list for me this season, but
definitely at the bottom. Yeah,
yeah, it's definitely at the bottom. But I might check it out.
I saw the
um,
trailer too, and it definitely had it was like the almost with the the one we just talked about, the second prettiest girl in class, that type of like energy and flair. I need
yeah.
that sometimes. I really do. I'm a sucker for that. And if it's bad, it's bad. If it's good, it's good. It's one of the few genres where I don't get mad or say, "Oh, it's the worst of the season." On average, on average, the only two are you and I, or the relationship one we talked about too. That was like one of the more recent ones when I was like, ugh.
Oh,
And
the
I wasn't,
boy girl. Yeah,
yeah, and I wasn't crazy.
Hmm.
Personally, I wasn't crazy about Blue Box, but it's a good show. I just never,
yeah,
I just didn't have that like second gear to watch it.
yeah. Blue box is like the like just shonen romance.
Yeah,
It's like a prime example of shonen romance. So, um, but yeah. I can see why some people didn't like it. I think Scoofy wasn't a big fan of it either. But I think what did Blue Box right was like the characters. The characters carried me. Like two in particular carried me through that show and made me love it so much. And that was like Hina and the purple haired chick. I don't know her name, so but yeah, I love those two characters. So um but yeah, uh, I'm excited to check out Nakamura and
Hmm.
see what it's about. See if it's gonna be any good or not. So, um, another romance that I have this season that I think that's pretty interesting is called "Even a Replica Can Fall in Love."
okay,
Hmm.
that's
Uh,
that one.
Yep, I saw that one. I saw that one.
so basically, like you have some kind of like world, I guess, where like when this chick, this is like set in like a high school, I'm assuming something like that. But you have this world where you have like when she's not feeling good and she don't want to do something, she just like um makes like she has a clone go in her place. Um basically. And like that's her whole purpose is to like go do stuff, go to school or whatever, take her place when she's not wanting to do those things. I don't know if it's just her or if like there's other clones in this world. Like I don't know. um I think this is one of the ones that didn't really have subtitles and stuff. But eventually the clone, it seems like based on the summary and the videos and stuff, it seems like the clone eventually starts to catch feelings for
Yeah,
one of the friends at school or something like that. And
that's the
then
impression I got
eventually,
too.
yeah, and then eventually the clone actually starts wanting to take over her life basically. Like she wants to be the real one, that way she can go meet see her friend that she's made and that she loves and stuff like that. So it's an interesting perspective. Like like these clones, like they can catch, they can have
They see it.
emotions too. So
Yeah.
um like that's an interesting like thing. That's an interesting like uh viewpoint on a romance, like
Hmm.
it may be bad. It may be bad, but like could be good. It's one of those shows where it's like, it's so unique and different. Like, who knows? Maybe it's actually interesting. So, uh, but yeah, I don't think this is going to be funny at all. I think it's going to be like straight up drama. Like, let me enjoy my life, even though I'm a clone type thing, even though two of us can't exist type shit. You know what I mean? So,
Hmm.
um, I don't know. I seen this and I was like, this is way down at the bottom of Mao, but it looks really cool. So, and
Yeah,
it's a romance.
Yeah,
you
it has
got
an
you got to find
interesting
those.
premise.
Yeah.
It has an interesting premise.
Yeah.
So
So
basically, I think
you didn't even see that, Jack? I think Jamal said he had it on
I
his
saw
list
it.
or
I,
like
I,
seen
I,
it.
I
I found
saw it.
it. Yeah, I found it, and it's part of my mid thing because it was the cover. The cover didn't look too appealing. But unfortunately, I should have deep
Yeah.
dived. Yeah.
Yeah. So I skipped over it because the cover was like, whatever, the first few times. And then when I went back through, I was like, let me just read the summary real quick, let me see
Mm,
what's actually going on here. And when I did, I was like, that's kind of interesting because I like to look at the bottom of Mao sometimes and just see because like I feel like that's where uh, for example, Journal of Witch, Journal of a Witch was at the
yeah.
bottom of the Mao. So um but yeah.
Well,
No, it look
oh
it does look interesting. And usually they would do this with like maybe like a twin or something, but
Yeah.
to
A
do it with
clone.
a
Yeah.
replica, a clone, it adds a little. Basically, it's like Kurenai from Kowloon Generic Romance has come back to take over the life of Kurenai
Yeah.
B. Or
It's different. It's a different scenario.
yeah,
Like
it's a different
I'm also
scenario.
like curious about like the whole clone situation, like the world, like
Right,
what's
right.
going on with that? Like, how is there a clone able to take over your life when you're feeling sick or whatever? Like, is other people will have clones? Is are we gonna have a twist and actually the dude you fell in love with is a clone too? Like it could be anything. So it's a interesting creative story.
Yeah,
So creative way to tell a romance.
yeah. It's
So
a show where I think that like they have a premise and they have a message that they want to put out there. It's just all going to come down to if it comes together.
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, no, this was one of the romances that I was going to watch.
Do you have something to say about it, Jack?
No, like that's part of my thing with the mids as well. It's not only covers, but it's also titles, and that was a title. I was like, ooh, replica,
Yeah.
because it reminded me of
Yeah.
Robot Wife. If you remember that one a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't high on the robot wife. I forget what it's called too.
Yeah,
Until the little baby robot came along, and that little baby robot like it carried that show, man.
yeah.
Um.
I didn't finish it. I think I only saw like barely a quarter of it. But yeah, I heard about that, and it was like one of those shows I expected Edwin to catch up on. He hated it. He hated it.
I
And
hated it too until he
yeah,
came along. So
th- that's the
um.
thing. Maybe I should finish it. Dang.
I think that
The
I
tone was
think
fine. It wasn't
you
sexual
might
or
you might
anything.
like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It never got that way. But
It's just that
what's his name? Uh, it's like it starts with an M, whatever it is. But like it literally changed. Like I was on the verge of dropping it, Jack. I was like so close to dropping it, and then that little robot thing came along. Oh, and he was just so fun to watch. It was truly like a baby, but more uh annoying, but in a good way.
yeah.
So I'm also like, one of the things that I immediately thought of when I seen even a replica can fall in love, um, that worried me was y'all remember that show that was about it was Atri. Remember the Atri show?
Dang, I forgot.
Y'all remember that?
Which
It was
one?
about the robot that was on the bottom of the sea or whatever, and uh, she started going to school and shit. It's like the Diaries of Atri or some shit. I don't know.
Dang, no
I
clue.
don't. No, I don't
No.
remember that. I don't even think I watched it. No, I
Okay.
don't even
So
remember that.
I ended up dropping it, but because I had my reasons. So I'll just leave it at that.
Mm,
So it left a sour. Like I ain't gonna say it was bad, but it just wasn't as good as I thought it would be. And I think that this show could be like that too, in its own way. So, but it could be good. So I don't know. Uh, I think that was that four. I think that was four, wasn't it?
yes.
So I'll just throw. Um, let's see. Which one do I want to do? I got some maybes. Uh, there's So there's one that a lot of people are talking about. I seen the trailer. I thought it looked fun. But I'm not exactly sold on it yet. And it's called Needy Girl Overdose.
Oh, okay. That's
I
in my
saw.
mid
Yeah,
too. That's in my
yeah,
mid.
I
Yeah.
saw that.
So I don't know. Like I don't even really understand like what this exactly about. Like it's like about streamers or something like that. But I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't understand the plot of it except for like streamers need attention or something. I don't know.
It's like a reverse
Um,
harem. Yeah.
yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I don't know if
mm,
I'm probably gonna check out a couple episodes because like it looks good. It looks really really good, But I just don't know if it's for me, So this is one of my maybes, and I just don't know yet. If it's fun, it
eh,
depends on if it's fun. Like if it's like chaotic fun, um, then yeah, maybe. So
yeah. I don't know, man. To me, it seemed like a girl who's like a streamer and just very needy and seeking approval and willing to do anything to gain approval.
yeah.
And so you probably like get some crazy stuff that's happening on the stream and some funny situations, but I don't know if it's my I don't know if that's something that's going to keep my interest. You
I
know.
don't know either. So
But I
you
did
you
like Demon Lord 2099 and he was funny when he was streaming. So that's the
Yeah.
only thing that's the only thing that gave me like hope.
I and one of my favorite comedies from a couple years ago was the VTubers one, a drunk off of VTubers.
yeah,
Uh,
okay.
Mm,
That reminds me of like Uncle from Another World
yeah,
yeah,
too,
that
when
from
he's
too.
another
trying to
world.
stream too or whatever. So
Uh,
I don't think this is gonna be like that though, or like any of those. Like, I think this is just gonna be like daily life of a streamer that you
Mm,
know wants to see numbers be high or something. Wants to be Twitter clips or something. I don't know. It's interesting. It's got 5 people in the character list, so it's not gonna be a very many characters. So
yeah.
um but the character designs are cool, which they should be. Like I'm assuming they're like VTubers or something, right? Probably.
Yeah, they're VTubers.
So
VTubers.
I don't
I'm
know.
assuming. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
I mean,
I thought
because
it was interesting enough.
she's an otaku, so I don't think she's like going out much.
Yeah.
I'm yeah.
Some other maybes I got is like Eren the Southpaw,
yeah, me
Kirio
too.
That
Fan
was a
Club,
yep, yep.
and Pardon the Intrusion. I'm home. Is my last three like
Hmm.
maybes because I'm maybe. So y'all have
Um,
any like maybes that you just want to mention real quick?
Only one. It's the biggest one. I'm surprised. Like I had this one kind of like either you or Jamal, uh, as a
mm,
big I'm sold on this one. Snowball Earth.
I
mm,
I think I remember seeing the cover, but I didn't look into it because I was like, I don't know, man. You know,
Well, I saw a trailer. It reminded me immediately of Mickey 13. So
Mm,
another person as well, Edwin, because it felt like Edwin could have read it as well. But yeah, it's about this boy named Tatsuru. He has a giant robot friend, and they fight against monsters that threaten Earth from outer space. After the final battle, Tatsuru returns to Earth, only to find it covered by snow and ice. But he has to resolve his shyness and save what remains of humanity. So it kind of has a apocalypse hotel.
I see that
Similar?
now. Maybe I should have
Yeah.
looked at this a little bit.
No, no, but this is
mm,
like my biggest maybe with Bunch because it's like it's made by Toho. Quality is just there, but it feels kind of like it's the perfect medium, perfect middle of like eh. And I assumed you
mm.
guys would be sold on it. So if you watch it, then I'll watch it.
Yeah, I mean, if this
Oh,
even gets a streaming streaming sponsor or
right.
whatever, I'm
Let's
definitely
see.
willing to check out a couple shows because it
I'll
does
give
it
it a
does
shot.
give you Apocalypse Hotel vibes, based on what you said. So I'm
I'll give
definitely
it a
down to
shot.
see.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, and even Edwin, it's like one of those things like just there for Edwin
Hmm.
because he's big on
Oh,
sci-fi.
I got a show for Edward. I got one for him for sure.
Well, will be that one.
Um, Always a catch how I punched my way into marrying a prince.
I had that for years, Jamal, as well.
That it gives off that oh my goodness, what was that show called? Um the show that he liked with the lady that punched it. May I ask one final thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you liked it too,
Okay.
Jamal.
Scarlet. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. It was in my top 20. But it gave off those vibes, and I figured that was it. Jack, I figured you was going to have the drops of God in your list because you
That's
love
my
Pop Chapter.
yeah. That was my bid. I didn't see the preview. It was like initial title. Ugh, I thought it'd be like kind of generic, but if it's
I
like
figured you
Blackbird,
would love it. They got a live action on Apple TV, which is kind of strange.
like solo
But
Interesting.
camping, awesome.
yeah, no, it's like a live it's weird that the live action came out and now the anime's coming out like right after it. Um Kusanoki's Garden of Gods.
Yes, the wolf looked like the
It
wolf from
Oh
reminded me
yeah.
of
Campfire.
campfire cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought it was campfire cooking at
I
first.
thought it was too. And I was like, this has got to be on Edwin or Jack's list. So I'm not gonna say it. I was like, it has to be.
yeah. The trailer was a little bit all over the place. It was all spiritual animals talking. Like, what was that show, the mystery show from a couple of seasons ago? The
Oh,
boy that
huh?
lived in Edo period Japan.
Oh,
Looked like Tetsuro
Shibake.
Shibake. It looked
Oh
like that.
yeah.
Shibake.
Okay.
It had that flair.
Mm. Um, I think that is the Petals of Reincarnation.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I seen it. I'm pretty sure like a lot of people were talking about that one too. I'm not sold
Yeah,
on it, like
I'm not
it's
sold on it. I'm not sold on it.
I don't even have
It
that in my
feels.
maybes.
I'm not sold on it. Like the premise of like, all right, you're coming back and there's like reincarnations of like historical figures, and I'm just like, this smells like Shonen slop. Uh, and then the
Yeah, I
last
mean,
one, I don't know. I don't think so. Um, what is it? Killed Again, Mr. Detective.
Yeah, I don't like that title. It's
Uh, like he's a detective and he keeps getting killed, but he's trying to solve his like dad's death or something. But he keeps getting killed and the assistant is there to wake him up or whatever.
that's an Edwin
It,
show.
it seemed like an Edwin show. It seemed like an Edwin show. So
it reminds me of one that we forgot, and it's pretty highly talked about. Marriage Toxin.
Ah,
That's
I
coming out
figured
too. So
yeah, that's what I figured somebody was going to talk about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'll watch it. Like I'm not high on it, you know.
I'm not high on it
Yet.
either.
Um, I think that I think it's gonna like I'm afraid that it's gonna be Sakamoto Days you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like too
Yeah.
bullshitty with nothing to keep me there. I just don't
Yeah.
know. So
I was like I thought like if it hits its peak, it'll be like Yakuza Fiance. And if it doesn't, and if it like hits the floor, it'll be like Sakamoto Days. So, and I'm just like, it's leaning more towards Sakamoto Days to me
and
because
then
I just don't think they're going to get the tone right, and
yeah, I mean
I just wasn't sold on it.
then it has like a spy family feel too in some ways. So
Yeah,
I
That's
don't
the
know.
impression I
yeah,
got. That's the
Yeah.
impression I got.
But I don't know. Like it could be good, you know. I just don't know. You know,
it
Spy
could
Family.
be.
If it wasn't for Anya, I probably wouldn't like it as much, you know, either. But so I don't think this has the Anya in it. So I don't know. But
Yeah, it comes off as a show that's like trying to pick off of what's popular from some other shows and mash it together, and I'm just not getting a good vibe from it. But
like
I'm probably I might watch. I'm probably going to watch it, but I'm just like I don't know if I'm going to like this as much as it's being
all
talked
I
about.
know, all I know is people seem to like it, and
Yeah.
you know that's I'm gonna check it out. It is on my list to check out. I overlooked it, I guess, when I was going down my list, but I'll check it out.
Yeah.
See if it's anything that I can take from it that I like. So I just don't know
Hmm.
yet, other than it looking good. So um
Yeah.
yeah. Do y'all have anything else, or we need to get on to sequels real quick?
Let's do the sequels.
Let's hit the sequels real quick.
Alrighty. I guess I'll go ahead and start with mine. The ones that
Hmm.
I'm going to be watching. I know there's quite a few sequels out there, but I'm going to be watching specifically, you know, ReZero season 4. It's coming out. Pretty excited about that since we had like a long hiatus in between 2 and 3 or whatever, and now we're getting them back to back or whatever. So
Oh
I'm
yeah.
pretty happy about that. So, um, we also got Reincarnated as a Slime season 4 coming, and like that's going to stick around apparently for a
Hmm.
while. So
That was
I'm
one. That was
really
one of Edwin's.
yeah. So I'm hoping that it is a better season.
I salute to you guys for keeping up with that show. ReZero, I will catch up on. The first 3 episodes threw me off. I didn't expect a movie. I'm like, I don't want a ReZero movie. I just want to watch it like barely 20 minutes, for that one.
But yeah, I'm ReZero. I'm looking forward to most. By the way, like I'm a big fan of ReZero.
Yeah, back to form.
Slime. This is like it's uh what's it called when they get a chance to come back and prove
Redemption.
themselves. Yeah, redemption. This is their
Yeah.
redemption arc, right? Redeem yourself, Slime.
I hope so. I hope so.
uh so I'm also gonna be watching Wistoria season 2. Big fan
Hmm.
of season 1. I thought it like done a really good job.
I hope to catch up. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to
So
catch it. It's anime Harry Potter, but
yeah,
it's good.
pretty much. It's like your classic like battle shonen, I guess you could say, but
Yeah,
I think it's a pretty fun one. So,
it's
Yeah,
fun. It's fun.
it's bounced back with the same season as Witch had Altair. So here we go with Harry
Yeah,
Potter stuff again. Yep, yep.
and
yeah,
Wistoria was one of Edwin's too.
if only we had Mashal this season, right?
Oh my god, I'm good.
uh, yeah, I'm not big on that either, but you know, it's kind of Harry Potter too. So, my last sequel that I'll be watching is TBATE season 2. You know,
Yep,
I wasn't huge
that's on my
on
list.
I wasn't huge on like the animation and stuff. It was okay. Like it should it have been better for a like very popular I think it's a manhwa maybe, ain't it? or something like that. Web
think
comic or something. I don't know.
I think it's a
Um,
web comic. I don't remember,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I think it's a
it's
web
something
comic.
like that. But it's very very popular, and I feel like it should have been treated a little bit better. But it is what it is. It was good. Like I like the story good enough. Like it kept me coming back. I'm excited to see what it's gonna do in season 2 though. See if it can redeem itself too. See if it learn from itself and be like let's give this a little bit more money, and make it look good. I don't know. So, uh, but I mean, it's hard to tell off the trailer though. I watched the trailer and like, trailers can be deceiving, so you just never know. But that's all I got though. I got 4 sequels this season. The rest of them's gonna be new shows. So
How should we
Okay.
break this down, Jamaal? Because we have the number one quintessential ongoing show that Tyler has to see.
I want to guess
Let
it. I
me
want to guess it. I want to guess which one. Can I?
go ahead. Go ahead.
Y'all are gonna what Jack's been talking about this time about
Mm.
I have to watch it is the uh
Because you saw first
it's
season.
the bookworm. It's the bookworm.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the sentence of
Yeah.
a bookworm.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
not.
I've seen the first season of that. So, I think I've seen the first season. I'm pretty sure all of the first season. So
Because
I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of the first season, if not all of the first season of it. So I really
yeah,
enjoyed it too. So
and first season is relatively longer. Second season is an interesting bridge. Not gonna lie, there's a lot of fascinating things. And yeah, it's tough to sell it because you have to go through season 2. You have to do it because season 3, dear God, Almighty Heavenly Father, great deity imaginable, is one of the greatest third seasons ever.
okay,
Spy Family, My Hero, Q,
yeah. I
Ascendance.
mean, I ain't gonna promise that I'll catch up on it before spring because it's pretty stacked over here in Tyler's the world. But
You got 2 seasons to catch
yeah,
up on. That's
yeah.
a tall task. It's probably not going to
So
happen.
but I mean, I do wanna watch it all eventually because it was one of my first anime watches when I come back. Like it was like it's
Mhm.
I really enjoy that type of thing. I'm pretty sure that season 2 wasn't even out when I watched the first season. And like I really loved it and I just never watched the second season for some reason. So I'm pretty sure. I'm glad
And,
I knew you was gonna talk about this, so
yeah,
I knew it.
and I can't help it.
It
It's a natural like I'm not joking. It's like
It's
I'm not trying to bluff you, man.
it's
Yeah.
very good. It's very good.
it's also coming back from a hiatus too, right? It's been like
Yeah,
several
it's been
years, right?
3 years,
Yeah.
right?
And I personally rewatched season 3 this past winter.
Yeah.
To
So
prepare.
Season 3
Yeah.
is that good. To be fair,
Season 3 was very strong.
I watched season 2 again because I only saw that once as well because there's a lot of key stuff that happens. It's kind of a standby, but it's crucial for season 3.
It is very good. As far as isekais go, I think it's one of the better isekais. Um,
it is, yeah.
and it was also one of our first episodes, right? It was like episode 3 or something. So,
Yeah.
there's a spiritual connection to it too. But no, it's really good. It's really good. And she's such a precious character.
And a name
So,
like my right?
Mine.
Yeah,
my
mine. Okay, yeah, I got you.
Main mine.
Yeah,
By the way.
mine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'm excited for you. It finally come back. So
Mhm.
maybe it'll push me into watching it again. So
Her love for books is Friend's love for Greenmore's.
it's the same. It's the same
Like
shit, bro.
she
And Vivi's love for singing.
There you go.
Okay, you got that. Okay.
Was that the only sequel you had? I'm gonna watch.
Well,
Check out. Jack.
it's like the most like hyped of the hype in like
Yeah. Okay.
this year already. I have Hell's Paradise, Ascendance of the Bookworm, Furian, and freaking Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You. Like already not kidding around top tens of the year. I'm not gonna hide that shit. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's that hype. So
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
So,
I agree. So, like summer, smoking's coming in summer, right?
summer. Yep.
Yeah. Gonna
mm.
have. Uh, I was looking ahead and like, I don't know if we're gonna get a break this year, guys. So I'm
Nah,
No,
just gonna say
nah.
it.
it's tough. I'm gonna have to like create my own breaks because I got 30. I'm watching 32
Yeah.
for
Well,
winter.
Good luck.
I'm like, I can't keep that pace.
yeah,
No.
So I'm like, gotta chop it down.
and this ties into my second like I will give my college try because this is one nominated shows a couple years ago 2020 2021 if I remember. Dodo Hero, that's season
Oh,
2. that
Yeah.
it's coming.
that's coming out April May range, I think, very late.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming out April. It's coming out. I think it's coming out April.
Yeah,
It,
this is a show that reminds me of Gachakuda. Like that's initially why I haven't caught up with Gachakuda. I'm like, I gotta finish Doro first because I only saw the first episode.
I seen B
Yeah.
Stars. B final season just dropped too, so it's kind of like in that middle drop too. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
Beats Arts is a perfect example. Everyone has to catch
yeah,
up with that one. I haven't even bothered.
I haven't watched it either, but I just know that like Netflix just dropped it all at once,
Yeah.
a week ago. So
Which is what they
but
do.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
saw that. They hyped that. Yeah, Dorohedoro, I didn't watch season 1, so that was gonna be one of the shows that like season 2 is about to come out. I'll binge season 1 to lead into 2. So yeah, that's on there.
What else y'all got?
I got One
Anything?
Piece.
Yeah.
I'm just
Oh
joking.
shit! I wrote that. I didn't write that but at the beginning of the episode. I was like, I need to mention One Piece.
Well,
You know, and
let's be
I
let's be
can't believe
honest.
I let you mention it before me.
I gotta
I'm,
put that
I'm,
on there for
I'm
you.
Dan and Nom's gonna be so ashamed of me,
Well,
bro.
It's gonna be
let's be honest. Like, even if it's done, like even like 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you'll still be hyped for that freaking show because you want to do redives upon redives upon redives, and
Yeah.
live action and movies and a new
Well, we got the
season, quote
remake
unquote,
coming, baby.
and a
One
new
Piece
Mhm.
ain't never
season,
gonna be done.
and the new season. You know,
Yeah. I ain't even watched that yet because in order to like we're gonna do an episode on it, so like I can't just like watch it. You
right.
know, I gotta like take notes and stuff like that. So get ready for an
Totally.
episode. So
Got One
I'm dying. I'm
Piece.
itching to watch it. So
What
thanks,
else?
thanks
You're
for
welcome.
calling me
I'm
out,
trying to I'm
Jamal.
trying to I'm trying to save you here.
like I
Um
said, you watch it every year anyway. It's all good.
yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't watched not one
y'all,
episode, so
I told Jamal to say it at the end.
yeah, because I haven't watched it. It definitely ain't on my list. Um one that I'm not watching, but I know a popular one. I think isn't Dr. Stone getting it's another season this season too.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
shout out to
we love Dr.
Alberto. He's a
Stone.
fan of that one. I
Yeah, he's
like the
gonna get
season
mad if
one.
we don't say it.
Yeah.
But
It's
anyways, yeah,
actually the last part. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, I
Doctor
think it's the
Stone.
last part.
So,
I think it's the final part of the last. I think they pulled an Attack on Titan and did like a part three
something like
part
that.
final
Yeah.
season thing.
We
So
also
yeah.
we also got the peak trash. Rent a girlfriend.
Hey, look, you got Rent a Girlfriend.
I
You
didn't
got
watch
Rent a
last
Girlfriend.
season, so I can't watch this season. So
I'm
I
not
I
watching it
actually
either.
liked last season, not gonna lie, because it's so
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
that's the only reason why I keep watching is because it's so bad.
But
So
that's why it's so good. It's so
yeah, it's literally peak trash. So
yeah.
I can't watch it, but since we're talking about peak trash, season 3 of Vending Machine.
Yes.
no, there you go.
We're
Okay.
season 3 of Vending Machine
Yeah.
to the point where even like when we interviewed Marissa, she was like, I don't know why this show's getting to see an extra season, and I'm in
No,
it.
listen, nobody's known why that show's getting another season since season 2.
And I
it's
joked
getting a third season.
and I joked that it's gonna be the next Detective Conan. It's gonna be the next one. It'll be
I
20 years.
mean, you
A vending
know,
machine.
anything's possible in that world. You got, I mean, it's different. It's freaking different. Like, don't they branch out to different worlds and shit or something? Like different
Oh
dimensions
man,
or some shit. I
Into
don't
the vending
remember.
machine verse. Into the vending
Yeah,
machine verse.
yeah.
this is hilarious.
You get out of the Marvel universe. It's the vending
Uh,
machine universe, baby.
Hilarious. I
So
don't know why that's still going. But the sequels on my list, getting after the end, Wistoria, Slime, um, Vending Machine, Ascendance, as we said.
yeah,
I think we're getting like that Fist of the North Star remake, right?
yeah,
Yes.
we are.
Good call.
I'm
I think we're
not.
getting that.
Good call.
I'm
So,
not. It's on Prime too. I think.
Oh, goddamn.
I think so.
Goddamn.
I know, and I gotta bear
Fuck
through
off,
it.
Amazon. Fuck off.
I hate it.
But
Especially
I don't have a
since
lot
High
of
Anime
faith.
went down.
I don't have a lot of faith for the Fist of the North Star anime. Honestly,
Just watch
I
the
don't. I
original.
don't. I think everyone's gonna like shit on it. So
Just watch the
I'm expecting disappointment, but it's hands. It's martial arts, so I have to give it a shot.
yeah,
And then
we get the Nani.
yeah, Nani? Season 2 of Mission Yozakura Family.
Yes. If I remember, you like that one.
Yeah, I do like it. If Hulu decides to drop it, you know, they gypped us on Medalist, so who knows if they're going to drop season 2 of this properly.
Before I forget, I didn't mention I forget who said it, but Akane Banashi.
Yes.
Did y'all know it was going to be on YouTube?
Oh, there you go. Cool.
Really?
I'll gladly watch on YouTube.
It's gonna be on YouTube on their YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure. So they like created one or something. So
Even if it's commercials.
Oh yeah. I did read that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Even if they have
Yeah,
commercials,
right.
I won't be mad at whatsoever. I get it.
Oh, if they got commercials, I'm sure I won't have to watch them. So
I won't either. I got Opera so on my computer, and then
we watch
obviously a side. So I need it.
Mm-hmm.
But also they have we got Welcome to Demon School Ruma-kun season 4.
Martin's a fan.
I haven't watched it, but you know it's a pretty good show, popular show.
I think Kyle likes that show too. Yeah.
Classroom of the Elite. If anybody watches it, I don't, but
I don't. But that's people love that show too. So we're getting, like you said before, we're getting a lot of sequels this season.
Yeah,
so.
just not a lot of sequels that are like
heavy hitters.
Yeah,
these
I'm
are,
not
like,
going to be
popular.
watching most of these sequels.
Right.
Like I said, I'm only watching four sequels compared to like I don't know how many I'm watching this season. 8, 7, 6, 8.
And one, I'm not sure if you like Tyler, but I think Jamaal likes it. I know Edwin likes it. In a weird way, he likes it. Farm Your Life in Another World, season 2.
I never watched
I never
it.
did watch it. Yeah,
Okay.
I never did watch the first season yet.
That's
so.
High Dive, right?
Yeah. And I think Edwin likes it.
I didn't watch it because it was on High Dive, and High Dive still hasn't sent me that the password retrieval. So I canceled my subscription. You know what? Season 1 is on Hulu. Season 1 is on Hulu, so I might. If you say it's good, I might like do a catch up.
I've heard good things about it. Honestly, like I've heard like a lot of good things, enough good things about it to put it on my plan to watch. And I actually was gonna watch it, except for like you said, it was on High Dive, and I didn't have a High Dive sub. So when I went to, I think I was gonna check it out in like fall or something, just for a chill like time, So,
Jack, did you like it?
No, but it's like we had discussion on it though. It's like, why would I forget about this show? Maybe I'm getting confused with similar show themed. But anyway, the last one that I saw for ongoing was Beginning After End season 2.
Yeah.
Like nobody's watched that one.
Look at that.
Aw.
Look, he's just showing off.
She's ready to go outside.
Yeah, see, she's like, "Come on now, you've done enough talking."
Just like Harley Quinn.
That's actually her name is Harley. So
really, look at it.
Yeah. She's
I like
actually
that.
she's actually named Harley after Harley Quinn. My mom named her so.
Harley
'Cause
Quinn is
she's
always
got the
popular.
uh she's got like a
Smile.
little black patch or whatever that goes up her
Hmm.
like it looks like a smile. So yeah, looks like the Joker. But yeah,
Edwin would appreciate that because he loves Harley Quinn.
yeah. But I guess that's all we got, right? We're just like listing off shit
Yeah,
that we
that's it
don't
for the
even
sequels.
we haven't even seen yet. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we
some
give them
stuff like
to catch with the algorithm for people that are fans. Oh, they're talking
yeah,
about it. All right,
yeah.
cool.
We talk about it.
good,
Don't we
good
didn't
call.
forget, y'all.
We did not
So
forget. We did not forget.
but yeah,
So we can't tag it in it.
well, any final thoughts? I guess any upcoming plans that or anything that y'all want to share real quick? Plugs, any of
Yeah,
that stuff before we get off here?
I'm definitely not watching 32 this season. Uh,
I'm not
I'm probably
either.
going to stick to the 20 range, somewhere between 20, tops 25,
I think
tops
my spring
25.
is going to consist of about 15. So,
Maybe, yeah, yeah. So, aside from that, that's good. And other than that, no, we're cool, man. We're gonna, we got a plan now when we're gonna do the winter seasonal review. Of course, you're gonna be there. We
hell
couldn't
yeah.
do it without you. And we're starting. I'm pretty much almost done with my nominees for our
Crunchyroll.
awards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I got,
and
yeah.
like I think I pretty much I'm almost done with mine. I think Edwin said he's about to start his, so
So,
that's a little ways away. That's going to be before Crunchy, so we still probably got another month or so before we do
well,
that.
so Crunchyroll, well, I don't know if you mean before the nominations are announced or what, because Crunchyroll nominations are actually coming out on the first week of April. I'm pretty sure. So,
Really? Okay,
yeah, the nomination, like we can start
that's
voting. I
fine.
think the first week of April,
Yeah.
which
Yes,
means
I
the
remember
nominations
that.
will be out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
now the
Yeah.
awards, when they actually award things, is going
It's
to be
going to
in
be
May,
in May.
like I
Yeah.
think late May or mid May. So,
It's late
um,
May. I think it's
yeah.
the week after Anime Central, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So,
So there's that, the like we got the winners review coming up on 950 Club. I'll be over
hmm
there. Uh they also have their I guess you call it like their award show slash
yeah.
Crunchyroll bashing, I guess
Yeah.
probably. Uh
An
Yes.
annual tradition where
yeah,
we make sure they
Mhm.
change the category and the deadlines and the time lapse and
yeah.
their
Yeah.
definition of seasons and what is an ongoing series after all. And oh yeah, let's fix that winter nonsense. Let's just put it all into the year.
Yeah, so we got that coming up. We got the winter review. We got the 950 winter review. We got the 950
Mhm.
awards basically. Crunchyroll look at. I'm actually gonna be doing a Crunchyroll nomination discussion with a guest
Mhm.
over here. So a first time guest actually. That's all I got pretty much as far as coming up for us. So unless y'all have anything else to say, plugs, anything,
That's all we got, man.
catch us at
950
Aston, I
Club.
guess.
Catch us at ASIN. We convinced Tyler to come to ASIN. I'm
Yeah.
super excited about that. So you guys are gonna get a live like 950 Club Anime Degens crossover. So you'll get some pictures or something.
Yeah. We'll be sure
But
to take some pictures, stuff like that. So put them out there. Of
mhm,
course, I think we're also going to do like an episode, talking about it, just bullshit
yeah,
about, what we expect and, what we're looking forward to and all that stuff. But that's going to be coming out,
in the future. In the
before the
future.
convention. So in May.
Mm,
So get
that's
to
gonna be
get to
fun.
get people hyped, So get us
Get
hyped,
people
get me
hyped.
hyped, more hyped. So,
Man,
but yeah,
yeah, yeah, and a reminder for me to save my money.
exactly.
Exactly.
uh,
Well,
Well,
That's it.
if that's all y'all got, then thanks for coming on. Thanks for everyone listening. Make sure you like and subscribe on the YouTube. Always click the like button, always subscribe. Uh Go follow us on the socials, all that good stuff. Linktree.com/anime Degens. Make sure you do the same for the 950 Club boys. They probably know their links off the top of their head because I don't, but I'll let them say it real quick before we say bye.
950 Club podcast. I think on Instagram, 950 Club. You type that, you're gonna find us.
Exactly.
And stay off the Netflix cocaine.
Yeah.
And the Hulu meth.
Yeah. And support your local podcast awards, not Crunchyroll. Just make sure y'all go check them out when they drop, because our awards are better than Crunchyroll's usually. So
way better.
I guarantee bet.
Yeah.
So
had a good time listening to the DGs. So,
hell yeah. I'm glad. Put a lot of work in that. But with that being said, we will catch you on Wednesday. Peace.
Peace.